table look?
Good.
Cool.
Yeah, you're locked in.
Hell yeah. Welcome in. Can people? Okay, first question for people in the chat. Can you hear me okay? Because there's loud noises going off back there, and we're just trying to get the audio figured out with the phone to make sure it all sounds okay. Um, because right now Prospect is doing their track walk and messaged a bunch of them. And if I haven't messaged you yet in Prospect, feel free to come out. But we're gonna have a bunch of drivers coming in and out of here, and hopefully having a good time. Just talking about either their new builds, a bunch of. I mean, there's even some unique chassis. Oh, I need a message. Who's the guy that brought the Taxi Garage guy brought an FCRX7 out?
He did.
Can't remember the last time an FCRX7 was in FD. It's been a minute.
Who was it that had one?
I don't know. You guys in the chat can tell me. I don't remember.
Justin Pollock used his.
Well, yeah, Justin Pollock did, but there's someone that's used
an FC.
Someone's used an FC
in between the JTP FC and. Why are you so far away? Why are you?
Because we'll have 4 people at least at some point.
Yeah, Chuck. Why are you not here? This is a better question.
You could. I'm looking at it right now. You probably could zoom in a little bit.
All right, I'll zoom in. Hi, Bill.
Always zoom in just a teensy bit.
Didn't Jeff? Yeah, that's right. Jeff Jones. He told us. Remember on the live stream?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I thought it was.
Yeah, Jeff was the last one. Yeah, see if we can just kind of cut the table if we can. No, it's better. Yeah. So, because like I don't have really control over who's coming and who's not coming and at what time. It's just kind of drivers are coming in and out. And so I wanted to at least be able to accommodate 4 drivers, and then one of us, and then we'll kind of go from there. But yeah, like I said, they're on the track walk, so they're a little busy at the moment. But I thought it'd be kind of fun just to get started and hang out with everyone because we're in Atlanta.
Been a while. It's been a week and a day.
Been a week and a day. We missed Tuesday, but that's because I've been busy with the Link guys over in the tech section.
And I was driving here.
Yeah, and he was getting here. But
yeah.
but like this year, we've gotten a couple new cars and no serious issues. It seems like people have read the rule book.
A little bit more.
Yeah.
Or like, maybe the rule book is just, just makes more sense. Maybe, I don't know. I've never read the rule book before. Maybe they use too big of words for some of these guys. So.
Yeah, I know. So it's like I haven't seen anyone go through tech yet where they're like, yeah, you can't drive. Like this is everything's just messed up.
They did mention Kevin made fun of Matt a little bit yesterday where he's like, so because Matt was saying that the car, JTP helped him out with like setup and everything like that, and he's like, so the guy that's been retired and has never read the rule book ever has helped you with your setup. And honestly, he passed the flying colors. Well, not really flying colors. He passed the colors. They weren't flying.
He did pass.
He did pass. We only had to come back with our stickies on. So.
Yeah, and the car has made some passes so far.
It has actually ran. I mean, he didn't get his ass up in time today to go with Dustin Miles across the street, but that's another topic. Also didn't have tires that would help too.
Yeah, you kind of need some tires. What's up, Phil? We got Phil, Brian, Mike.
We got a bunch of peeps
Chuck.
In here.
What's up, guys?
Mike.
I still feel very small. We look very tiny.
That's all right. We'll look all right. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
If you put us sideways, we're big.
But yeah, in terms of Prospect this year, it definitely, it's interesting because they have shrunk the field a little bit, and we've already seen, I think, a total of 4 drivers possibly knock out, or at least 3 that I know of. Farouk is not coming.
Farouk, yep.
Power is not coming.
Yep.
Gosh, and there was another one.
Well, Zhao, I don't know if you're counting him, but since he just, prior to this even, he's just not coming.
Really?
Yeah.
Zhao's not coming. Margaritas is not coming.
Oh, yep.
So we are dropping like flies out here in the field. So it's interesting to say the least.
It's I mean, yeah, I maybe this is just a testament to all the people that don't think, like prospect is, like the college courses to speak for, like,
Right.
the pro field, and they truly are. It's almost like AP physics compared to, the little lower level, because it truly does take a lot to get here and to make this actually possible.
Right.
And I maybe these people just, like money, sponsors, all these different things, like it's all hard. I mean, being over in Brazil, that's no easy feat, because I mean, Diego, even he had to take a year out.
Which is crazy to me because Diego's one of the most followed drivers on social media in the FD field, and somehow he wasn't able to finance an FD trip, which is just mind-boggling to me because I just feel like off the YouTube revenue alone, you could just finance everything. But
yeah, I mean, maybe it's one of those things that, like, maybe his crowd back at home.
Maybe he had other things he wanted to do. Like, I know, like a guy like a Robert Thorne. He's like, it just took too much time.
Yeah.
And he wanted to do other things, and so it wasn't really a money issue. It was more of a how much time it takes. And,
Right.
And so there's always that element too. And,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but it definitely, all these people not being able to make it and having to step back, whether it be for one round or the whole season, it sucks. In the sense of, like, sucks for them. Like, they don't not want to do this.
Right.
It's just they're not at this moment capable to utilize the license that they've worked hard for, and actually come out and put on a show and show us what they're really made of. And in the other sense, how FD seems to be almost like thinning the herd, and is this like almost a sense of, like, the strongest will survive type style, like, and if that's the case, the strongest surviving, then you're gonna have even better driving, hopefully.
Theoretically.
Not necessarily. You could be money bags and not actually know how to even start the car.
True.
But you clearly had to have had some sort of something, because you're here. But anyways, I don't know. Sucks. Was really hoping I would see Mike Power out here, because I wanted to see the old battle between Alex and Mike Power again.
Yeah.
I don't know why that gets me going, but
Right. Well, and it's tough because like he was a guy in pro that had some moments where showed some promise, and it was like, okay, so what would happen if he came back to prospect and, like, messed
yeah,
some things up? But
he sounded optimistic. I mean, at first, like, when he was talking to us, he didn't seem optimistic at all of this, future season in a way. But I was still, hoping for him, seeing his posts about tearing the car down and getting it ready. And
Right.
then, just one thing we all know, if you anybody who's into cars understands, one thing leads to another. Next thing you know, you don't have a properly running vehicle anymore, and it's been 6 months or something.
True.
It's
And the other thing you got to think about too is when these guys are putting all of their time and effort into building these,
Yep.
and you get a catastrophic failure.
Yep. Yep.
And so now the question is, okay, do you stretch yourself even further to get back in?
Yep. Or do you just,
Or
like,
do you
kind of
ju- or do
reel
you-
it back?
Or do you just kind of like, okay, I'm just going to take a year off because
Yeah.
that's what I need to do with my bank account.
Take the year, go back, get some seat time at, like, some, local events, and or, even if you're traveling a little bit, but, like, ultimately you do these even grassroots comps and street events like that, where you're not going to have to spend an arm and a leg for all the crew,
Yep.
you're not buying your sponsored tire, or you're not getting, like, or worrying about sponsored tires. You're going to buy some, like, cheaper alternative, still works, not as grippy or something, but gets the job done. You get more laps on it. It just becomes the fuel and, your transportation costs and entry fees. But
Awesome. We got TSH Auto in the chat. They're the guys that have that Audi up in Canada.
oh yeah, yeah.
So they'll be out driving Gridlife. So good to see you guys here.
Bad we didn't make it to prospect with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that just means that maybe one of these days,
Yeah.
it definitely is a unit.
Yeah.
It's
We also got
definitely-
Ethan Davis driving down to Atlanta. So good to see you have you out here, Atlanta. Okay, if you had to pick an event to go to in FD, would it be Atlanta as a spectator?
Yeah.
I think it would be.
Even without Gridlife.
Yeah.
Yeah, without even, because it's just, you could see everything. No matter kind of where you want to be, like as a spectator, you could see the hill. You and if you can see the hill, you can see everything else basically.
Yep.
And just the rowdiness. I mean, shout out to the dude with the whiteboard because he gets the people going. Honestly, because like, and then like sometimes it's almost like him and Jared will kind of like clap back at each other.
Yeah, Team Rowdy over there and stuff, and it's one of the coolest atmospheres I think from an FD perspective, even for the media, because we're like right in the crowd as well.
Yeah, they're like an inch behind us, and you know we get to hear them talking their shit while I'm inevitably also probably talking mine, and it's nice to just mingle with the crowd, and you get the Southern hospitality. Like, this place is great. Everybody is typically pretty nice, you know. It's the same thing as everywhere. You're always going to have your sticklers.
Right.
But overall, the Southern hospitality is lovely. You typically always get some pretty solid weather. Fortunately, today has been a little bit rainy.
Yeah, it's been a little rainy. We'll see. I've been hearing Saturday looks a little damp, which is kind of a damp thing on the weekend, but we'll see.
I mean,
it's Atlanta, so you really have no idea. Let's be honest here.
I'll say that I don't want it to rain, but if it could wait for Saturday, let the big guys figure it out. You know, like they have a far better chance of figuring out rain driving on Atlanta than any prospect member.
Right. Well, I always feel bad about the prospect guys, especially the guys learning the track, and you get to go down the hill on a wet track, or even worse, like a patchy track.
Yep.
It was like that last year.
Literally, the entire practice time last year was just pure patchy or just inconsistent. Like, I think one time it was like kind of dry.
Yeah.
Then right after it was wet. Then it's patchy, and then now it's like, all right, seating time. So who's ready?
Yeah. So it looks like at least tomorrow we're gonna have some dry weather, which is good because everyone can get some dry laps in.
That would be nice. I mean, Matt has been saying, you know, he doesn't think it's gonna be that bad, and I say, whatever you say, brother. I don't know. I look at the weather app and it tells me negative things. Well, apparently you're like, he calls himself like a meteorologist because all the landscaping and all. Stupid ass.
Oh man. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it should be something. It's definitely going to be a thrill-packed weekend. Quite the busy, like just pulling up, like...
The schedule is insane.
The schedule right now, looking at it, Thursday, normal old regular action. You just got your seating bracket, you know, you got prospect and pro seating bracket. This year, I believe they're doing...
but don't forget all the practices we got to go
all the
live for. So we'll be live for all the practices.
All that good
and this
stuff.
Is probably one of the best tracks that we live stream from.
Yeah, because they can see everything.
Because we're right there, dude.
No fence.
This is probably one of our best like quality live streams.
Pretty decent, honestly. Cell service today too. Like so when you're down on the
I have no idea if that's going to continue, but
probably not.
But like what I'm saying is from a view standpoint, like for example in Long Beach we kind of really had to fudge some things so that we were able to at least get you some of the track in Long Beach because there's so much fence and you can only see portions of the track.
Yeah.
So like that's why I like Atlanta because we can see the whole track with the live stream.
Yep.
And you really can go anywhere and film and
you can still be fancy with the camera. You're not like shooting yourself in the foot to save the other in a sense where, you know, like you said, like Long Beach, it's like, all right, well, I can get you guys a little bit more view, but now ultimately you don't see it, but like now the big camera is like sacrificing some of its better footage just so that way, you know, which I mean, that kind of sounds like first world problem.
Right.
Like, you know, I'm thankful you guys are here and I want to make you guys happy while you are here. So that's I'm not saying that like you guys are just bitching and moaning.
Yeah.
No. But
so speaking of the schedule though, I kind of wanted to bring it up. So, what it sounds like is we're going to be live.
No driving today, King DM.
No, driving tomorrow.
Yep.
And we're going to be live. So, what's interesting is they got a prospect photo shoot. And so, is that just them bringing the cars out the track? I've never seen that on the schedule before.
I think that's their headshots.
But it's Thursday. They just did the photos.
They just did their...
Yeah, so I don't know if we're doing like a little track shoot, but that would be kind of cool. But yeah, so practice starts at 9:45 a.m. tomorrow. That'll be the pro spec session. They go for about 2 hours. We'll have a very short break, 15-minute break, which is not a break in FD terms. So we'll probably be live for that whole time of pro spec, and then we'll be live as well for all of pro practice, which is 11:30 to 1.
Yep.
Another lovely 15-minute break, which is how nice of them, you know. I don't think we're gonna not be live tomorrow. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a pretty long, just mishmash, you know. So the title will maybe, if I can, change throughout the day, but we should stay live.
Yeah, I would just say, you know, it's FD practice. You got pro spec, and then you got pro, and then we'll have pro spec warm up, which is gonna be right before seating bracket. That's where we'll finally end the live stream, and then they'll have another pro warm up at 6:15.
Yeah.
So we'll be live for that as well. So there'll be 2 streams tomorrow, one really giant one, and then there'll be a shorter one at the end of the day for pro warm up. But
yep. And then FD's live stream will be going on during the seating brackets. This year, pro spec guys do the whole bracket.
Yeah, so there'll be actually a competition in pro spec seating bracket, which will be really interesting. I don't know. It's going to be weird because there's definitely going to be a decent amount of buy runs with everyone kind of dropping out, but yeah, I'm curious to see kind of where it goes.
Yeah.
But since they use the same point system that they're using in pro, it does help some of the lower end or lower seeded pro spec guys kind of, you know, get the points that maybe they wouldn't if they just kept losing a 32 battle. So it keeps them relevant.
How many do they get total if they win the whole thing? 12 or 13?
I think it's 12.
Yeah, because
I think it's 3 points per battle they win.
Yep.
So it's actually pretty important. And same with seeding and pro. It's going to be like these are pretty important battles because of the point system, and should be some good driving, especially the pro seeding brackets got a lot of really good drivers.
Definitely going to be a saucy one, which is cool. This is like going back to like the original thing of like all these guys, like, you know, the field isn't as big, but like the driving is just consistently good. Like, and hopefully, you know, there's always mechanical errors, and there's always like some people just don't vibe with the track, you know. So like, I think a lot of people, especially in pro spec, probably don't vibe with Atlanta. Except you're looking you know, go back last year, Osoli, Lemaire, Alex does good here, Jager, but a lot of other people really seem to.
Cole looks good.
Cole looks pretty dang good.
Pretty good here.
Yeah, he's pretty good here.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of.
It's like a 50-50. It's a mixed bag, you know, and that goes for every track though too, though. So.
Exactly. The interesting part is Friday. We have Gridlife in the morning, which
begins at what, like 8:30?
Yeah, it begins at 8. I don't know exactly our plan. I think we might go live for a session or something, just to have some fun. Because, like, who knows what it's going to be like. Like, especially if we get rain, like, potentially, like we're having, and you see 15 cars go down the hill, and, like, half of them end up in the kitty litter. It's going to be, and, like, that's the 15-minute session.
Yep, there it goes.
We'll see how that goes. We'll kind of play that by ear, but it would be fun to go live for at least one of those sessions for Gridlife.
Yeah, I would agree.
As well, you know.
I mean, I don't know if anybody that's viewing right now has ever been to a Gridlife or has ever experienced, like, any of the footage from one. But they are wild. They are definitely wild. In my head, I'm assuming, again, we all know what that does, I'm assuming that they might keep it a little more tame for this, only due to the fact that if they do have this huge line of cars coming down the hill and they do royally fuck up, then now that is going to take longer than their allotted time, and that's only going to push back every other thing while we're already going to be running this event. Well, I don't want to say we're running. We're going to be a part of this running event until the wee hours of the night, honestly, already. So, like, what time does this actually end tomorrow? This Friday, I should say. Sorry.
Friday ends at 11:45.
Okay.
But does it ever actually end at 11:45? No, it doesn't. No. Let's be honest. We'll be here till 1 in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how it works here. But yeah. So in terms of that we'll definitely go live for at least one of the sessions. Like, for example, there's a 1:30 to 2 p.m. full course jam.
Yep.
Probably going to go live for that. That'll be a fun, just something different outside of FD to go live for. And then we'll go right into prospect warm up, which is it's only an hour actually.
Okay.
For warm up before top 32.
That's kind of crazy, only an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Damn Gridlife.
I know. He's saying Gridlife should be on Sunday. It would be so sick.
It would be cool. Brandon had asked if we need a separate ticket for Gridlife, and I still, honestly, I don't know that answer. But now that we have the schedule, the official schedule, I would honestly now think you might, just because of how early that you have that it starts. And I could be completely wrong.
I don't know. Like,
I come to find out 2 days ago, I should have signed up for media for Gridlife. Didn't know. So
luckily, this track you can shoot from anywhere and it still looks good. Yep. So you don't really need a media pass.
You really don't need too much of a media pass here. So all you spectators though who are coming out, you could just simply take your good old DSLR, your Canon Rebel, and shoot that baby anywhere you want.
Yeah. Oh yeah, AJ is literally asking about streaming Gridlife. So we're gonna try. It kind of depends on schedule, and it's kind of weird. So like they're kind of spread out in terms of drift sessions. So
yeah, they're getting total 3 hours, I think.
Yeah, it's total 3 hours in like 2 days. So it's not a ton of time, but probably it's gonna be one of those things we gotta kind of play by ear.
Yep.
And we'll try to do what we can.
Yep.
FNND asks, is there any chance for rain? Yes.
Definite today.
It rained a lot today.
There was definitely some spritzing going on today. It started off really nice. I was like, this isn't that bad. And then it just progressively got worse again. This is literally like a redo of last year. The only thing I'm missing right now is Yogi and his cool international Siggies. Otherwise, this would be like deja vu almost all over again.
Right.
But, I mean, the thing is, you gotta keep high spirits, because then Mother Nature can sense that you got high spirits, and then she keeps the rain away.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that if it goes wrong.
Yeah. So.
Or you could, and then if it goes wrong, then your spirits just weren't high enough. Sorry.
Yeah. People have been pretty hopeful for at least a decent weather on Thursday and Friday. Saturday is going to be we'll see kind of day. Yep. But again, I would prefer dry. Atlanta in the dry is so much better than Atlanta in the wet. So
it's just abysmal. It's honestly like New Jersey too. Like watching Jersey in the rain is it's so slow. There's just mistakes, and like I get it, guys. I would royally mess things up out there. But it's nothing against them. It's just mistakes after mistakes, or and then like when it is good, the footage looks lame.
Because they're going 3 miles an hour.
Yeah. So if it rains, it's Herbie's fault.
Yep.
This is a collective here. So I'm not the only one here. So if everybody else what's the movie where everybody's got to have their Christmas spirit high so that way Santa comes and saves them?
What movie is that?
But it's like
Is it Rudolph? It's not the Rudolph
no,
one.
It's one of the newer movies. It's the one where he's like gets his new neighbor, and they're having like a Christmas battle off.
Oh yeah.
And he ends up hating everything, or I don't remember. But it's like that whatever movie.
I mean, Elf, I guess. Elf has the same.
My mom said Elf. Yeah.
Elf has the
Thanks,
similar synopsis. I feel like that's a common thing in Christmas movies.
Petition for FD on Englishtown Road Course 2026. I would say
how sick that would be.
It would be sick, but golly.
Where are you gonna put all the people?
Well, they could figure it out, but the problem is that track would need an entire makeover.
You think?
It's got some bumps and holes and things, and that place is dangerous.
Yeah.
That place is just, albeit you're on a course, it turns into an obstacle course because of some of the big old chunks missing out of like an inner zone, or still a great course. But I think for FD cars and the level of competition, I think it would need a little bit of loving, at least here and there.
Yeah, and the other thing is the spectating side of it, which should also be tougher. It's the same thing with like a St. Louis. Why they don't run the cool course in St. Louis is because of the spectating issue.
I mean, LZ came up with a pretty dang neat idea for his world tour.
Did he?
Yeah, how he was able to, like, where the hairpin is, they had some fences put up, and
Okay.
then like the spectators could actually go on the track. And you could stand like
Wow.
behind the fence, and like it was a huge area, and that's where they were able to fit all those couple of thousand, well, few thousand people.
Yeah.
Definitely, like, if you're not there first, though, you're not seeing anything because now you got a wave of people all around the fence.
Yeah.
And if you're this little tiny little guy, or even if you're 6'4", now you got 3 other 6'4" guys that are standing in front of you.
Right.
And it's like, well, I can't see shit.
Yeah. So.
The chunks make it interesting. It definitely makes it interesting. And, you know, you don't have to hit the chunks. They're not where you should be.
Right.
It's just they are there if you do happen to mess up.
Yeah. And the one thing I do like about New Jersey is since it's kind of an easier, smaller track than
Yeah.
most FD rounds, you get a lot better competition, and especially with the prospect field. So
yeah.
it's that's always nice to see.
Yeah.
That's always the challenge with Atlanta. I think Atlanta is such a hard track, and there's so limited practice time, especially for someone that's new that's never driven this track.
Yep.
It makes it challenging to actually, you know, put together good tandems. You like
Yeah.
it's tricky enough, you know, to not go off course, you know,
Yep.
at multiple points in this track.
Yep.
But then also to do a good tandem run, then it
Yeah.
just adds that much more, especially when you're going back down the hill and you can't see anything.
This is like a confidence and reaction time test.
Mhm.
Genuinely, is like for like how much confidence do you have in that guy that's in front of you, or how much do you have in your own self when you're putting on that lead run, and then what's your reaction time to get right back on that throttle after you throw in that big entry.
Yeah.
And it's like if you wait a little too long, now you're washing out too wide. Now you just choked up. Now you look silly. Or if you go too soon, now you just chop the inside. It's crazy. This course is definitely crazy. It like how Nate has said in the past. You know, it is a difficult course for prospect guys, and you know he's not the biggest fan of seeing them come here for their first round, and I completely get it because like it does in a way make them look kind of silly.
It makes them look amateur.
Yeah.
Because
So-
you have to be that good to make this track look good.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, you know, you look at, then you just immediately, it's like an on-off switch when you look at the pro guys, and it's like, wow, this track is sick.
Right.
Like, what the heck?
Right.
How do we feel about the new touch and go?
It's pretty sweet.
That
I'm so excited for it.
Nate pretty much everything that Nate had said last Tuesday. We were talking about the course and what changes would we want, or if any.
Yeah.
And pretty much everything that FD implemented this weekend is almost to a T of like how Nate described it.
Yeah, and so they're doing two things. They're obviously doing the touch and go at the keyhole area to keep cars from cutting back down the track.
Yep.
In order to make sure that the car that's following the lead car doesn't have to also cut the track as well just to keep up, because that's kind of a huge issue, because that's a huge drop off right there. And we've seen lots of broken cars in the past from people dropping tires, sparks flying, all kinds of stuff. So that is the main change and the keyhole that most people know about. What you might not know about is they're also changing the inner clip on entry. So there's going to be 2 lines, or 3 lines actually, but in between lines 2 and 3, they're going to they're going to draw a box, and that's for where you're supposed to be putting your tires. They don't actually want your bumper like right on inner clip 1.
Right on that first line, because
Yeah.
then you're pretty much pushing over the inner.
Right.
Like you're going in, your front end is in the grass. Your wheels are on the pavement, but like now the guy right behind you is absolutely in the grass. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the chase car then gets cut off when you do that. So they want your tires in between the 2 and 3 line which should be boxed up from what they're telling me, and that should push the car out a little wider while still giving them a point to kind of shoot for, which should help a lot on entry. And like we talked about, when they get up to the keyhole, coming back down the hill, they have to kind of take a wider arc to hit that touch and go than they normally would. And that way, I don't know if you would consider it slowing the car down, but it definitely makes you take a wider line and gives the opportunity for the chase car to kind of get into a pocket. And not have to cut the course to stay with you. So
you got CFC Fire. It says, so no more field line.
Something like that.
Something like that. And then Jack helps with more consistent lines than reference points. Absolutely. And we had discussed, honestly, even last week, with Brandon being on, he competes in VDC, and VDC actually does something that, in my head, I think that FD could possibly and should implement. And it's not extra zones, but they're just markers of where you should be.
Exactly.
Like just actually all right, well you just did this outer zone, your next one is just a touch and go, but if your tires are right on this yellow line, then you're lined up perfectly. And obviously, like, some people might argue that that's like almost a crutch, and these are professional drivers, they shouldn't need reference points or anything like that. But it only makes the driving better and ultimately makes the show cooler. If the driving's good, nobody gives a shit about how they're getting it to be good.
No, and I'm excited because like we were talking to Reese, in like the box idea on that first interclip's actually from Drift Masters, is what he was telling me, or like that European side. And what Reese was telling me is he's tried to take things from different series and kind of try to implement them in FD and really give the best of every version that he could think of to make this series, as easy to understand, but also as, I don't know if it's like giving the chase driver the best opportunity to do the good chase, as long as the lead driver does that 100-point lead run.
Right.
And obviously this year they're super emphasizing that 100-point lead run, and it's really cool to see, because it's what drifting needs really to progress as a sport, I feel like.
I agree.
A couple people in the chat. Good to see you, Malik. What's up, buddy? We got Anton with "Hey, it's Bald Brandon." Good to see you there, bud.
I know he's still stuck on last week when we all got disconnected from him. He's here. He's floating around somewhere there, Anton.
Let's go.
I don't know what Brandon is up to right now, but he's doing something.
Yeah, they're probably getting in trouble. Also, good to see Malachi in the chat. Good to see you. It sounds like they're moving cars. I hope that's just not crew guys moving them over to tech, and I hope that's actually them getting back, but we'll see. Hopefully in a little bit they'll come back. I like I said, we kind of started this not knowing at all when they would be coming back from the track walk.
Honestly, everybody might even end up just flipping us off and saying, "Nah, we ain't got time for you today." But
we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll
see.
This was kind of a last minute thing that came together.
If that's the case, I'm going to take note. And all you folks, when you ask for something, just kidding. I'm not going to do that. Because this is last minute, and understandably so. This is Wednesday, the day before a major competition. A lot of new drivers out here.
Well, a lot of people still finishing their cars, funny enough.
A lot of people still finishing up their cars,
It's so funny, like for example, Dustin Miles comes through tech yesterday. The car is just clean. Like, there's nothing on it. I'm like, bro, so you're running a clean car? He's like, no, livery's still coming in. Yeah. I'm like, oh, okay.
It was great. He came up, and with Bias Track there, he's like, I'm taking after you last year. And I was like, yo, honestly, I'm like, maybe that would be sick.
Yeah.
But
so
it's all stickered up now.
Exactly.
For everybody wondering, the old Miles' style is definitely stylish this year.
Yeah.
Good lordy, that thing is so pretty. That thing gets me going.
Exactly. It's sweet, but like I said, a lot of guys that were I think Jaeger was working on the kill switch this year because they did make a rule change for the kill switch.
Yep.
I don't remember the exact rule, but
something's different.
Something is different, so he had to quick change that on his car.
I think it's a big button now. Mm-hmm. It's
a big old button.
Yeah. I think he just had to go to that one.
Exactly. So like all these guys are still kind of finishing up doing last minute things, whether even like aligning the car or doing stuff like that. So I know it was going to be pretty busy today for a lot of people, but we kind of had the opportunity, and there's a little break in the day that we're like, it should be good to go live. We were, like I said, we weren't able to go live yesterday, so I thought it'd be good to kind of catch up with everyone in the chat, see what everyone is feeling. This weekend, Prospect, I feel like, is in Atlanta is one of the most unpredictable events to predict because there are so many variables.
I yawn a lot during this event, and that's only because of how many
cars
stoppages there are. Not because of when the driving is, but when how frequent there isn't driving. I'm sitting there, I'm like, damn, I'm actually pretty tired, huh?
Yeah, well, usually the heat's killing you, but if you guys like watching tractors on track, this is the event for you.
This is good. You really get to watch the rocks get picked up in this thing, you know? You get to see a good old boy, a little blue collar action getting out there and getting her done.
And every year the crowd always goes crazy. Whenever he comes out, you know.
I do admire that. Honestly, it's like every track, like after a while, like after there's been so many issues and like the fans are all packed in, they really, either the alcohol starts flowing or something, but everybody goes wild for the track workers and the cleanup crew. And shout out to all you spectators that really give a round of applause for all these folks out there, because sure, they're getting to witness something, but you know, how much fun are they really having it? They're baking in the sun too. They're waiting for a mistake to happen. Well, you know, they're getting paid, but I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's literally like they said in the chat. It's tractor simulator.
Yeah, it really is.
That's always one of the best comments. It's great.
Gonna be like 60 on Saturday, dude. Come on, that's too cold. North Carolina, boys.
That's beautiful, bud.
That's
t-shirt shorts weather, brother.
Ain't no way over here.
Dude, I haven't seen the sun in so long. Like, it's just.
I should have packed.
We had our first like nice day in Michigan, and it was like, we got to like mid 70s, and I was like, I'm dying out here, dude. It was wild.
Yeah, I've been blessed lately. It's definitely been. And someone had asked who had asked, how red will Herbie get this weekend? I have a pretty good base layer on, as much as you can't really tell because I am a little chilly right now. But I got pretty good. Not too shabby, so I don't think any burning this weekend. I might lie. Also, all you who were in the chat during Long Beach and calling me out for not using the damn case on my phone, I just want to give a royal fuck you hardcore, because it fucking, when I went to the airport, I ran and I get to my gate with no time to spare. Literally, they were about to close. I pull my phone out and I'm out of breath, and this thing goes flying at Mach Jesus, and the whole back is cracked. So I've been meaning to mention that. Every time that we have our Tuesday show, I've really been meaning to mention that, about how much you guys really screwed me over for mentioning this to me. I don't know what else to say without being too mean.
This is why you work? Although, to be fair, I've had a case on this thing, and the back of it's still cracked to crap.
See what I'm saying?
I don't even know why.
This one, like, it landed, and, like, it was one of those scenarios where, like, it comes out, you feel the flop, and then you go to catch it, but in reality, now you just really slam dunk it on the ground. It landed and made the loudest, like, smack, like, perfect pancake noise on the ground, and I'm already pissed off.
Right.
And then this happened, and I just... I don't even, kind of blacked out. I was still pleasant to the poor lady that was checking my ticket, but she could definitely see that I was one step away from jumping out of a flying airplane.
Right, and it's always the worst feeling ever.
It definitely.
But like, even like, you can still see mine's cracked. But like, so do you even at least have a case? See, he lives dangerous because you don't even have a case over your camera lenses.
I know, and those were the only things that came out unscathed.
That's crazy.
That's the only thing I cared about. But now I run the issue of, well, she ain't waterproof no more, folks. So we're gonna definitely be in for a rude awakening if it rains out, and then at least your screen didn't crack so you could scan your pass. This is true, dude. If that happened, Nate would have to find another shooter because I definitely would not be here anymore. I would not because of I don't want to do this. Life would have ended.
That would have been tough.
That would have been my 13th reason and then some. But what else? Who else we got here? Virtual tractor competition, VTC. Hell yeah.
I like it.
It's like 74 today in Michigan. Prepping the Z for a Jackson event. Just sweating my ass off. That's how I felt yesterday trying to polish up Bystrack's turd. Because he cleaned it. He did a great job cleaning it, but then it's been raining up in Jersey, so while they were loading it in, and he's got all these trees around his house, it's just dripping big things of sap all over it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You wouldn't even tell.
Yeah. Webb's, the Jackson event, that sounds like a fun one. I'm bummed. I was at the last Jackson event, and then they decided to schedule this one during FD Atlanta. I'm like, oh, well, I can't go. That's cool. Granted, I have a broken car anyway, so it's not a big deal anyways.
Every damn time you drive it, it's a broken car.
Yeah, that's what happens when you drive these things. They break. It's weird. But yeah, so obviously 3-day week. It's our first 3-day, technically 3-day week. Or
yeah, for
or
this
whatever
year.
It's called 3-day.
For this year.
And it's always crazy. Like, trying to cover all the series, and even some of the Gridlife stuff I got to cover this weekend, and my brain's already hurting on like how we're gonna even do this. But
looking at the time frame, I'm like, oh, maybe I do gotta drive my car back to the hotel. So but then I gotta get in here. Now I'm gonna have to pay for parking. Because I know none of my friends are gonna want to get up in time to get my ass here.
Yeah. And Shafe, I believe that's how you say your name.
When are you guys starting to film the drift from Atlanta?
We're gonna start filming drifting tomorrow at what was it? 9:45.
Yeah, 9:45. So we'll probably be like at 9:30. We'll probably fire it up.
Yeah, do a little pre-show action, and then we'll have them. I'll try and schedule out some of the stuff tonight.
Yeah. Just
so we have it, and you guys will have see the links pop up and stuff like that.
You guys can all be waiting. The waiting line, the waiting room.
Yeah.
It is a nice place to wait. Honestly, that's like some of the best conversations. Like when I watch streamers, it's in the waiting room waiting, or like after a stream ends, and now it's just like all the diehard, good old boys hanging out.
Exactly.
Talking smack.
Yeah.
Where the hell is everybody though?
I don't know. They probably blew you all off. That's what happened. Like, No, but like, in terms of the driving this weekend, obviously pro is going to be nuts as always.
Yeah.
I think having the smaller pro field as well is going to help even pro practice a lot. Because, like, you think pro spec's bad. Like, I mean, it is. But pro still has, like, guys going into the kitty litter and stuff like that.
They slow it down for other reasons because they're driving so much better and aggressively that now they're going off the course because they're getting dinged and danged out of there and stuff like that.
Yeah, so actually the worst crashes are usually with the pro drivers because they're driving faster, more smoke. They'll get lost in the smoke when they go down the hill, and that's when the bad crashes start happening.
Yep.
There's usually one every year.
Where the RTR tries to eat somebody.
Whether it was, I think it was Matt Field 2 years ago, it was Mohan last year. Like, there's usually one that's pretty nasty.
Yep.
Going back down the hill.
Yeah. I mean, you saw Rome was like a punching bag for everybody last year.
Oh yeah, on entry, everyone was like, "Hey, let's just make him go a little faster."
Look at this, like teal or orange or I don't even know.
It was green.
It's green and pink.
Jeez, oh Pete.
Hanging out with Matt too
much. But yeah, I mean, obviously you had Odie's engine explode spectacularly last year. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. I don't think it will.
I don't think it will either. I think he's got some things pretty squared away. They learned I don't want to say immediately, but after a couple of run-ins, they learned what they had to do to switch it up and to really make it a lot more bulletproof. I mean, and clearly the seasons before that, it had been working like a top, but all good things come to an end.
Right.
And that's just the way she goes. You know, everything's good until it isn't. And yeah, so Rad Dan went off last year as well. Yeah, a bunch of people go off. Go off, King. Um, yeah, we'll see. I'm excited for it. I'm excited. I'm anxious. Looking forward for, in a way, this weekend to kind of go by as much as I am looking forward to watching some driving. It's going to be a lot of work for everybody, the track workers, the judges, Jared, Jacob, the media. Everybody's going to be out there doing their thing for an absurd amount of time.
Right. And the other thing too is, I mean, even the walk to the pits and the track is insane.
Yeah.
Because you gotta go up and down a mountain just to get there. So luckily we have a golf cart we're kind of stealing / borrowing.
Yeah.
Every now and then to get to places, but like this track without a golf cart is probably someone's worst nightmare.
Yeah, I've done it one time, and that was actually, my parents were thinking, about trying to come out here. It was already sold out by the time that they were thinking about it.
Yeah.
And then, like, even in my head, I'm like, yo, like, they would need a golf cart. Golf carts are super expensive for how long you need it for, and if you don't have one, like, my poor old stepdad's knees would have blown out within the first 5 minutes of the walk because of how hilly it is, let alone the distances that you gotta go. Like, if you want to go to the pit, to the track, you're doomed. You are doomed. That is a hike and a half. So if you're coming here as a spectator,
bring your walking shoes.
Bring your walking shoes, or like maybe you got, I don't know if they allow any type of bike or skateboard or anything, but anything to maybe make the trip a little bit better. But if you do, and if they do allow that, you need a helmet. And if you do not have a helmet and they catch you doing that, you're out. You are gone.
Yeah,
So,
they're very particular about that.
very particular and very strict about that here at this course.
They're a little different. I feel like than most tracks that.
Yeah, I mean we gotta have a wristband here.
Yeah, a
Fancy
hard
it.
card means nothing.
Yeah, hard card clearly with my face and my name means absolutely nothing. But this green wristband though that says just guest, now this is the ticket. That is the absolute ticket.
Exactly.
But yeah, what did he say? Dan's video after him going off last year sucked me off backwards. Hell yeah. Dan's a funny guy, man. And it's funny because he's like pretty monotone.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll hit you with like a really good joke, but then it takes you a couple moments to like compute what just happened. It's like, oh shit, he was making it funny, and that was a good one.
He's awesome. Ethan said, "I just don't want an LZ field situation. I lost my mind." Yeah, that was a fun time last year. The internet totally agreed with everything that happened there.
It definitely, yeah, and honestly, it was great to see them right after they made their heat wave little ad.
Right.
Yeah, it was great. Like they weren't mad at each other. They understand. Like, I think that they understood the most out of anybody else that could have possibly, because they were in the cockpit and they know what truly happened and how they truly felt. But it's a judge sport, and I don't think they really made a wrong call.
Yeah.
I mean, they made a call. They had to pick one thing or another, and they picked the what seemed to be the lesser of two evils. It just, you're going up against the LZ, like,
fans.
Yeah, which is like a whole battalion, like, whereas you just got, on top of the LZ fans, you got the flock of Matt Field haters, just because he is an aggressive, fun driver. So yeah, that was just a very iconic moment because of the two people up at bat together. I don't want to say it but if it was like Alec Robbins and Zach or Kyle Mohan, nobody would have probably give a shit, to be completely honest, which is sad because it's the same scenario. But rain makes it even better, especially in ATO. Gonna be wild. Paulson's, it absolutely does not make it better. I will 100% tell you that opinion to me is not true. That is your opinion. You are entitled to it. But to me, and I think to a lot of others for Atlanta, that makes it for a miserable drive. And for many spectators, probably would agree as well. The rain separates the men from the boys. I mean, it just makes for a terrible track. And yeah, I don't know. It's just no fun. Slow, terrible driving. Did LZ go yet? He's probably gone a couple times.
Yeah, there was some testing this morning over at Lanier. Heard some RTR cars. I know Simon Olson was testing yesterday.
Yep.
There's a track across the street from here that some FD cars are able to this morning.
Yep.
I think I saw some of the Hansons over there as well,
Yep.
testing and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
So Dustin Miles was over there.
Yep.
Kind of still hear something over there, but like that'll be probably shut down here pretty quickly.
Yeah, well, they only got 7 more minutes
Yeah.
before the cutoff, dude. Remember?
Oh yeah.
4 o'clock. Otherwise, they ain't allowing you in.
Exactly. So,
Just because of what had happened last year, little incident going from this side of the road to the other side of the road. In that short little 2 lanes, there was a little incident. Child.
Yep. Right, and
So.
kind of ruined it for everyone, but it's all good.
Yeah, ultimately, like, you know, it just got a little bit more strict. And now, like, if you wanted to do testing today, you needed to get it done before 4 o'clock, and you need to be back over here by 4 on a trailer, not driving your car to and from. Spill the tea. the tea was spilled last week. I think I actually really, or when it was with Bystrack. Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that's when I really kind of laid into the kid.
Yeah. So I'm just asking Brandon here what he thinks. He says thoughts on a Gridlife collab. I'm just curious what he's meaning by that.
Maybe.
I mean, obviously we're gonna try and film, or at least cover at least a little bit of it
Yeah,
tomorrow. And
I've always wanted to experience Gridlife here. You know, seeing like all the footage from back
because you never went to South.
I went to South, but South Carolina.
Oh, but not Gridlife
Yeah,
South
not-
where it was
yeah,
here.
not here.
That
yeah.
was fun. Those were some good days.
And that's like, to me, I think I would like. I get what they're doing here, and it's gonna be hype as hell. Like I've said, the spectators are gonna have one hell of a show. Again, don't know if you need to buy 2 separate tickets. I really hope not for you guys, but I wouldn't be surprised if you did. But I think like if this was just separate, it would just be more fun.
Right.
And I'm probably saying that out of biasness because then I'd actually get to enjoy it a little
Right.
bit more. And like, you know, like things would be spread out a little bit more, longer sessions here and there. And
More driving.
yeah, more driving. Like a lot. I don't know how many of the FD guys are actually going to be out there, but
I don't
by
think
what it
many,
seems
yeah.
like, I don't think really any. Like maybe a couple.
Maybe if someone's got a spare car that they brought, they'll come out
Yeah.
and drive. But like,
You're just putting more stress on your comp car. Like
Mhm.
you're not here to like win over the hearts of, you know, just people by doing sick backies coming down the hill or, you know, flying through the S's going through the front of the track. You know, you're here to win that trophy. Ultimately, that's how I think a lot of people probably agree. And if they don't, then I mean, shoot, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't
Right.
understand competition. But you know, all the FD drivers that are here definitely want to win.
Yeah.
Rather than put the stress, maybe break their car, and then not even have a chance of coming out and showcasing what they've been working on. Or,
yeah,
you know?
it's true. And I don't know. I know a couple of guys that I talked to were thinking about driving, but when they saw that it was like less than 3 hours of driving
Yeah.
all weekend, it was like, okay, well,
Now you have the mental stress of like running around and trying to like, you know, do certain things like on top of, you know, Gridlife. Like all these drivers have other deliverables that they have to meet with sponsors and things, and like, you know, a lot of them, you know, get into YouTube, making content for their channel. So like they have to separate the time to do that.
Yep.
And then also now it's like, oh shit, now it's another drift. It's drift time. I need to hurry up, get in my car, get out there for my 15 minutes. And it's like, oh well, now you actually only have like 6, and actually somebody went off track and you don't drive at all. So you're beat. Yeah, that's just a whole extra wave of stress on these drivers that isn't necessary in my head. And that's where like I kind of sit with this idea of Gridlife being this weekend. Um, it would be something if they maybe did do it a Saturday and Sunday.
If they did it on Sunday, it makes a lot more sense because then the drivers at the end of the weekend can go and enjoy.
Yeah, they
driving.
They could sit out maybe Saturday. Let like the bros, whoever's coming here, that's actually just like coming for Gridlife. They can let them do their thing. Let the road racers rip around, and then Sunday comes around, and whoever the FD drivers that stick by can come out, rip some laps if they wanted to. But I'm not a scheduler. I don't work for them. I work for Nate. I'm very happy and content with that. So that's quite all right by me. That's a whole extra mess of stress that I don't really need to deal with there. So get Herbie, make the call, Biastrack. Biastrack's working on his car. He's one of those people right now that he said and then now he's middle fingers up in the air at us. So if you guys want to go ahead, you could go make fun of him on his page. Alex also said he would be interested in coming up, but
he's got tech. He's got to tech his car, and he's got to fix.
He's got stuff fixing on. Yeah. So everybody's got some stuff.
They're all kind of working on and whatnot. But again, today is one of those days where you have to kind of put it all together because there's no time tomorrow to do anything.
You're definitely screwed if you don't have it together by today.
Yeah.
And it should have been probably yesterday or maybe the day before. But again, I'm not a driver or a mechanic, so what do I know?
Exactly right.
But some things happen. None of these guys do this by choice. They're like, yo, what would be sick if we don't finish the car until Wednesday, the day before we compete. Nobody says that. So it just, things happen. All these guys, especially in pro spec, a lot of pro guys too, they got a whole other life other than just driving. They have to make it here somehow. They have their day jobs. They got, probably not a manager while they're in pro spec. Not many of these guys actually have somebody that can coordinate and get things done for them. Mm-hmm. So I suppose they're the same tickets. That's what Brandon Smith had said. The Gridlife website takes you to the Formula Drift ticket webpage. All right, so that's pretty sick.
Hopefully.
If that's the case, that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming then that the FD tickets were a little bit more pricey this go around. I come to find out, my buddy bought tickets for Gridlife Midwest Fest. I've never bought tickets for Gridlife before, just do media.
Right.
And all in all, for 2 general admissions and a camping pass, $500. I was like, yo, that's crazy. Sorry, Sean. I was like, sorry, buddy. I've never had to eat that cost before.
That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a good time though. People enjoy it, so they're willing to pay it.
Yeah.
Blake said thoughts on the Simon Olsen versus Ben Hobson this round. Little rematch.
Oh yeah.
I think it's gonna be a lot closer than it was last round. Let's just say that. I would say that at least.
I hope so. I really do hope so, because Simon is truly such a nice dude. And I know that doesn't mean shit when it comes to racing. Like, honestly, it doesn't mean a damn thing. Like, my favorite 250 rider right now out of Supercross is Hayden Deegan. So, he ain't nice at all. Right. He is the biggest prick. But I love him. But, like, Simon is just so genuine and just all around a good dude. And he has a good program. He has a great car. And from last year, really killing it in the Audi Mobile, and now just seeing him have to, like, not like struggle, but go through the trials again of getting this new chassis dialed back into the way how he loved driving that S14. So I still raise some concern for old Simon going up against Ben. I think Ben's really just got a solid head on his shoulders this year and has gotten some pretty good seat time. Something has clicked with him a little bit more,
Right.
and and he hasn't changed chassis. He hasn't had to flip flop around. But yeah, I'm cheering you on there, Simon. If you ever see this, I definitely wish the best for you, and I hope to see you in the top 16. But Ben as well, I would love to see you in the top 16 too, brother. I'd love to see you even a little bit, see you wherever. Just do well. Everybody do good. That's
Exactly.
ultimately it.
Yeah.
We're in Disneyland territory with those prices. Yeah, honestly. But like when you think about it, like for Midwest Fest, like I can kind of in my head justify that price. If I was a spectator, and if I had the ability to see what a Midwest Fest like was all about, and then the next year I'm like, I think I'm gonna buy myself tickets, and I saw $500 was the total cost, I'd be like, that makes sense. That makes sense. You got Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's like you got
all the music.
You got 2 nights of just pure partying. I mean, like the music goes on all day. So if you're just there to like really just party and do EDM things or whatever, just like listen to live tunes, that's all day long. And then on the other side, you got motorsports all day long. So it's like cool. You have to go party with some of like the top tier drivers for, you got some serious road racers that are involved with Gridlife, and then, the drifters that show up. Dylan Hughes, JTP, whatchamacallit, the freaking crazy dude in the S13 with the V8 that I can't, Matt Kaufman.
Yeah.
Forsberg breaking out to Ultimaniac, all these different dudes, Travis Reeder. So I think in my head the price is worth it. Like the food isn't overly expensive. Yeah, I mean, maybe I don't know. What are you in relation to Are you in relation to Royal Atlanta? We're in.
Where in relation?
No, so WTF? Are you in relation to Road Atlanta? Oh, where are we? Like here at Road Atlanta? Currently, we're like halfway up the hill.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't even know how you would describe it. Like,
Sorry.
so you have the main pit area just kind of below the hill from us. So we're in like what's called the media center. And yeah, we kind of just took it over, just to kind of hang out and talk and.
Nobody else is here though, so really ultimately our takeover didn't take much. Not like we had to twist anybody's arm or anything. Actually, we were all asked in a way to come here and do this. It was the bare minimum takeover as possible. Maybe I'll go swing the golf cart around some circles, make this a real takeover. Near the bridge? Not really. So, like, if you were to be coming down to the pit, the one way down to the pit, you would make, before you were to come down that way, you would make the left right before that. And we're if you follow that little road, we're kind of there.
Yeah, we're just chilling.
I'm doxing ourselves. If you come here right now, and if you're from the live stream, we're gonna beat you up.
Shit. He's gonna do it. I ain't gonna do shit. No.
That's funny.
But yeah, it's
shaping up to be all right.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah. It's a fun hang.
Yeah.
Just chilling.
That's really all it is. I'm curious as to what's going on down in the pits. Like who's working on what issues are currently happening. Oh my goodness, my motor's actually seized. This, that, the other thing. Who knows?
We could do a little walk around.
We could. I was thinking about just taking this thing off and just going for the little fucking the little whirl.
It can't hurt.
It wouldn't hurt. Would you fellas? Honestly, we could then just like talk to people then right there. Would you folks? I'm talking into the phone like this is the mic. All right, we got do it. So what do you two get to do? What do we get to do?
What do you mean?
Anything that I damn want to.
I know.
Just kidding.
We
today
film.
Yeah, today we're just
Hanging out.
filming, kind of taking it, you know, don't want to kill yourselves today because you're going to kill yourself 3 days in a row after today. I thought about it this morning. You know, I got up early, staring at old dummy still sleeping as his alarm's going off, and I'm just like, why? You know, like, I'm like, what? And I'm like, you know what? I showered, did all my duties, and I laid back down. I don't give a damn. I was like, you know what? My ride ain't riding. What am I gonna do? I'm like, I might as well take in as much like rest as I can before I am just standing guy for the next 3 days, or just, you know, running around. It's like, oh, did we get this interview? I'm like, fuck, man, I can't remember. I don't remember 20 minutes ago, honestly. Let's check out the tunnel together. That sounds like a little
creepy there.
A little creepy. Listen, you could come by my tunnel later on.
Oh gosh.
Go speak with everybody. All right, let me spring a leak real quick.
What we'll do is, we'll get the camera all situated for Herbie so that he's able to just come somewhat comfortably hold it.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's perfect. How she is.
Yeah. We'll figure out. But yeah, we'll have him go around the pit, just kind of see the vibe and see what everyone's up to. There's a lot of, like I said, a lot of people working on cars and stuff like that. So be good to see where everyone is at, trying to finish their stuff up. It's also pretty chilly out. Temperature's really dropped. Feels like it's kind of in the 60s. Like, I'm fine, but I know he was cold. So, but in terms of that, so that'll probably happen the next 5 to 10 minutes. We just got to kind of set some stuff up behind so that we can do that. So I'm gonna quick do that, and I will be right back. Let's go ahead and swap this. Moving it so it's a little bit more level with what you normally look at.
Oh, yeah. You want me to hold the phone mic, good?
Okay. Trying to make this go the direction it's supposed to go.
Hang on.
Roughly where it's supposed to be. Alright.
True.
And now you can plug it in.
The Silver Johnson.
Yep. Let us know in the chat if the audio is still working. Like, you can hear us, even though if you can hear that.
Now this is entertainment.
All right, cool.
That's a lot louder as well.
Yeah. So.
Well, yeah, because we're like kind of right on top of you. On ya. It did work. Like a dang charm. I got a golf cart too. Well, I shouldn't say I got a golf cart. I really ultimately Matt got it, and he hasn't actually been in the driver's seat one time yet. I know that it will not be like that whatsoever tomorrow, but I'm living it up today, baby. Yeah. Yeah, I can just wander around. Alright. Alright, yeah, I'll put the tripod in the back of the, or in the golf cart too. No, it should be alright. Should be alright. Oh, should we move this stuff back? Alright, friends. Let's get on ya. Right?
Yep.
Something that they say. Something that these cool Aussie folks say, on ya.
On you.
Yep, just making sure that we're not moving or anything. Alright, I'll chat with you shortly. Alright, everybody. We're gonna go harass everybody that didn't want to show up. Oh yeah, if anybody's wondering what the pits are looking like. Put the deck on down. Alright. Put you right here. Bear with me. Is Colette Davis there today? Yes, she is. Sorry, trying to just get this back situated.
I have the tripod.
Are you taking it?
Yeah, because you don't need it, do you? Or?
No. No, I'll be alright.
It looks like one extra thing you don't need to hold.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grip up on this bad boy.
Something.
I did?
Oh,
No. I pulled this out of my pocket. Yeah. I think it was. Sorry, making sure I still have my hotel room card. Because albeit, I know that we have two, but most of the time, I'm the only one that can really remember where it is. So, let's get this fucking baby started. The pipe drop sound, yeah. This is what we got. Oh, make sure I don't lose that. That's a temporary sticky. There we go. Oh, we're a little spin around Road Atlanta, everybody. Yeah. I can't really look out the front because I hit the steering wheel. Oh, do a wheelie. I need somebody to stand on the back. Go left. I am going left. Can it drift? I'm sure if I take this thing into the mud, might be able to get something going here. So I'd say I have a dropper in neutral coming down the hill right now, but I feel like that's danger zone. So I'm trying to zoom out too. Can't really steer with the knee on a golf cart. Coming on down. So for all you spectator folks, this is how you really get down here. Put a bottle on the cart, hell yeah. This guy better not be trying to come uphill. That's against the rules. We got a man, the myth.
Get out of here,
All right, I got to drop this baby off at our pit. Live stream's going on. Everybody saying hello. All right. Bear with me. Back this bitch up a little bit. All right. The old freshie. The new boy. Actually, hold on. Gotta switch some settings on the old camera now again, since nobody wanted to play with me. Okay. This good. Change this a little bit. Leave it a little bit. Let's see where this guy is. But yeah, the Mustang is complete, everybody. There she is, in all of her glory. Just got some bald tires on right now. That's not forever. See what he's got going on. Old Dusky. Live stream.
What up, man?
Look who it is. Yeah.
I saw your stream.
Nobody came.
And it was like Herbie crashing out 101 or some shit. It's kind of crazy.
Is that what it was called?
It was. Let me read it. It was like Herbie's something, like Herbie's raging. Like Herbie's always raging. Now he has a platform to do it on. That's crazy. You guys own Herbie Rage channel? No, look.
No.
What's got Herbie so fucked riled up? Find out on the live stream. Here, I'll let the people see.
Who said that?
That was Nate. It was on Nate.
Oh, that's what they said that? What? Mr. Bystrack.
Yeah.
How you doing, fella?
Just trying to do some science.
What's your science?
If I put the wheel from the S13 on,
He just fucking. He thinks changing to his old wheels is gonna make him drive like it's his old car.
Okay. Now that is something.
right?
Except he's stripping the bolts trying to get him out.
You know, it hasn't.
Put this on here.
You probably.
I didn't put- I bought it like this.
Then Brett.
What else?
But Dusky, everybody's been asking for you again while we were sitting up there.
Yeah?
You have anything that you'd like to say to the people for this event?
Go to the finals to get beat by Jaeger. Go to the finals to get beat by Jaeger.
Oh, I heard it. But I don't hear it. You don't got none?
I'm pissed off. The damn steering wheel is not what it's supposed to be.
Really zoom in on those Blue Point tools, get out, it's all fired up.
Blue Point is just the poor man's Snap-on.
Same truck. Is it?
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah. But you got any positive words that you want to say? Okay.
Not right this second.
All right. All right. Well, good luck. You're gonna wander around. Yes.
How many people we got on here? 61.
Yeah.
Damn. I want to see a dono. Herbie needs to get lunch. What are we doing here? I need to see one dono.
All right. We're gonna wander
Alright.
since you're not.
Take care.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have fun now.
They like the driving on the golf cart with it going. Yeah.
Alright. They feel like they're
I'm not gonna continue to do that because it gets stuck on the steering wheel. All right, what's going on, everybody? Clearly, Dusky's in a semi-mood. So, oh shit! Thank you for the lunch. You know, back in Jersey, that would be a fine lunch because that's 2 fireballs you can get. $1.96. Let's go see what going on with old Mr. Hop and his crew. We got the taxi garage guys going on. Hop's fucking hot unit. Shee-wee. That is a proper hot toddy right there. Hi Haley. Mr. Hop.
Do you know that Haley is a Disney adult?
I am not a Disney adult.
She can't wait.
I am not.
Hop, how you feel about being here?
I feel pretty good.
You're live right now.
I'm live on what?
YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
I feel excited, nervous a little bit, more excited than anything.
All right. Car looks sick, man.
Thanks, man.
You got cool shirts. Turn around,
yeah.
dude. Give it. Gee, golly. Who did it?
Martino, Design Shop React.
Okay.
Am I looking at this camera
Yeah, this one.
or that camera?
This one.
All right.
But yeah, have you had it? Well, you've tested the shit out of that thing.
I did like 3 test days. One with Ryan for some canoping, and then we did like a bunch of playing around with stuff.
Okay.
It was good though.
All right.
I'm really confident.
Very good.
Yeah, man.
You gonna go and take Jerry out tomorrow?
Yeah, well, hopefully. It's raining maybe tomorrow, and carburetors don't work so well in the rain, so I hope he can get shit running. I don't know.
Everything's gonna be fine.
For him, I don't know. He was worried about his driver's seat.
Oh,
From what I hear, he's a good, aggressive, clean driver, so it should be a good battle.
yes, I've seen him at East 10 before, and he rips. He definitely is consistent.
Yeah.
Very
I
consistent.
prefer going against a consistent guy than someone I gotta like think about too much.
Yeah, because then you're just gonna screw something up.
Yeah,
But I know I
second
would.
guess or something
Yeah,
like that.
because it's like, oh well, I know that he's been fucking it up in practice all day, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, heater.
Right.
Yeah.
Or I'm second guessing so hard that I straighten or something like that.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
So now at least I know I can just be like behind them, fucking full bore.
You have anything positive to give to the people?
I mean, don't spend all this kind of money on drifting.
You got a good crew though,
Yeah, I
dude.
think we have like in my opinion, the best looking car and the best crew
Yeah,
for all of them.
I would agree. You got some good fellas
Yeah,
there.
man. I've done everything I can to control, in my control, to do as well as I possibly can. So if I fuck up, it's on me.
You want to give a shout out to Mayfield Gardens?
Mayfield's big sponsor. A lot of sponsors, man. I was lucked out this year.
Yeah.
There's just Supermods, BC Racing, Bonsai, Dorman, Radium Engineering, Leadership Rentals, MA Motorsports, of course.
Yep.
Ollie, Nas, not the energy drink, the nitrous. Design Shop React, of course.
Hell yeah.
There's a lot of people that really helped me out.
Hell yeah, man. I'm happy for you.
Thanks,
Happy
man.
to see you here.
I'm happy to see you.
Yeah. Yes, sir. But I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I'm gonna wander a little bit. I'll see you soon. Yeah, hello.
Hello.
You're live.
We're doing it live.
Yeah.
Chat, are we cooked?
This guy's big FD debut as well.
I just ate some chicken from Federico. That
Okay.
was really well cooked.
Okay, that's cooked.
You know, that was fire. This girl came over and was like, "You guys eat yet today?" I'm like, "No, I'm just eating air. I don't eat it. I'm just gonna keep losing
I'm like a
weight."
plant right now.
Something like that. Dude, I lost 10 pounds building this car simply because I just wasn't eating. There's no time. There's no time.
You hear that, folks?
Just got scrawnier than I already was.
You hear that? If you're looking for a proper diet, all you gotta do is build yourself one of these for a low price of probably $150,000.
I would say yeah.
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 So yeah, there you go. That is the #1 diet tip for 2025. A low price of $100,000. So get your
And
You're
have your own shop.
yeah, have your own
If
shop.
you don't have your own shop with another $100,000 worth of tools in it, then
Yeah.
I don't know what you do.
You know, you already lost. Yeah. Expensive diet we got. But Nick, how you feeling?
Nick's gonna win this shit.
You gonna win this shit? I've heard that you don't like this track.
That's not true.
Oh, maybe it's the opposite. Do you?
One time, I remember on Cole's stream, or when Cole was on with you guys, you put in the chat that I don't like it here. That's not true.
It's a lie?
It's not like my favorite all time.
Okay.
But, like I don't hate it.
Okay. Okay.
Favorite track that I've driven for FD all time was Utah the first year.
Okay. That's fair.
Big entry and 14.
Yeah.
Apart
Well,
from that,
maybe we'll get it back.
hopefully. I doubt it.
You ready?
Still a thing, no?
Yeah.
You ready to give them hell this weekend, though?
You're talking about?
Do what?
What was the track that was your all-time favorite?
Utah,
the
the first year we ran it.
Oh, so it's a different layout.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it was, the entry was twice as long as last year. It was an inside clip to outside zone. Outside 2 wasn't the length of the turn, it was just the, 20-foot zone before that turn. And then there was an inside clip like 8 feet off the inside of the track. And it flowed so much better.
Yeah, because everything's outside to outside to outside now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're stretching the car to put it in those zones.
Well, and then,
Yep.
and then people are lifting going in outside 2.
And then understeering.
Wants to fly off track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Versus if you have that late apex inside clip, you're just floored the entire time.
Yeah. And then with the lift, you see people understeer a lot, and then just like.
That's where the corrections get made. That's
Yep.
where people hit.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Absolutely. But it's a pleasure catching up with you shortly. I'm going to wander. My friend.
Have fun, chat.
Stay cooked. We got another media friend. Stuart getting that thing all polished up. Thank you, Blake. Trying here. Trying something a little different. Let's see if Jack Davis is around. He wasn't supposed to actually be here. Don't see him right off the rip. That's all right. We'll have to take another lap around. Kelsey Rawlings is all nice. She got the new livery going on. Let me just do a little B-roll action here. Okay, B-rolls. See if I was Soli. Yeah. Oh, he's getting in it. Look who it is.
What up?
Yo.
Are we live right now?
Yeah.
How's it going, guys? What's up? Shout out to Formula Disposables. I'm about to mount a disposable camera right here on my main camera and rock it all weekend.
Okay.
I also got this crazy.
I see you got the prism
going
lens.
on. Yeah, so the Prism. I'm shooting all kinds of fun stuff. So check me out, GD2RS, and see all kinds of fun stuff with this.
Hell yeah. That was a proper. Nice hat too.
Thank you.
Yeah. First Form.
Yeah, it's a energy drink and other like supplement company in St. Louis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, it's nice to see you, sir.
Not a sponsor, but
It's cool.
good to see you, bro.
Nice to see you too.
I'll see you around.
Yes, indeed. Got the Soli mobile. She's currently also busy.
It looks good on a computer, but then in real life, it doesn't turn very
I think that's still the same mobile from Long Beach, which would be his pro spec car. It definitely is, because she got some wear and tear. A little bit old wear and tear. getting darker. Fix that up. Got Simon's group. Holy smokes! Look who it is. Howdy, Jacob. How are you? And here's the man. There he is. Say hello to the people.
Hello, people.
This one.
Oh,
You're good.
is it live?
Yeah.
Sweet.
How you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Good. How was testing yesterday?
Testing was good. We rented the Lake Lanier. Or not Lake Lanier, but
Yeah,
Lanier Coffee.
If you went today, it would be Lake Lanier. Yeah.
So we went to the lake house on Sunday. So then we got
Okay. Nice.
No, testing was great. It felt good. We changed a lot on the car, like setup-wise. That's basically the only thing we changed.
Okay.
So setup for the weekend, I can't tell you because I'm sure I have some competitors that are listening. No, we changed a lot. We talked a lot about what we do to improve, what is the problem with the car, how is it reacting. Trying to collect all the data we got from Long Beach and then see if we can figure it out.
Okay.
Took it to Lanier right across the street and set up a mini Atlanta layout.
Okay.
And it felt very good there. So yet to see how it performs on the actual track. But we got fourth gear, flat out, everything feels very smooth. I had a lot of fun with the car.
Nice.
It was very nice. You throw it in, it catches you, you go back and roll, and it drives you good. Like, everything was super smooth to drive. So I was very happy with it. I think the rest of the team was happy to see that we enjoyed driving the car and not just struggle.
Yeah. Not fighting yourself or fighting.
Exactly,
Yeah.
Exactly. So, with that being said, they don't know yet if it's going to rain or not.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not a redundant test day.
So, honestly, I kind of hope for it.
Okay.
But,
All right.
Everything else sucks in the rain though. Like, all our tools get wet, our clothes, our race suit, it starts fogging, but just driving in the rain is not a problem for me. I at least, it could be a problem, but I mean, like, I don't mind it.
Yeah. All right. We'll chalk that one up for the first guy. Yeah.
Well, maybe it will come to my advantage. Maybe if the last event's rain.
Yeah.
We did Long Beach last year.
Hell yeah. Yep.
Yeah, if it starts raining and pouring, we'll definitely have to change the setup a little bit. But either way, I think this weekend is definitely going to be a nice ride.
Hell yeah. I look forward to it, and the fans look forward to it.
Yeah, I hope so.
And we have a. I'm supposed to try to announce this. This is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be bad, so you can make fun of me all you want.
Norwegian?
Yep. Jake kan snack norsk.
One more time.
Yeah. All right. It is Norwegian Ghost Hunters.
Oh, okay. I don't know
So
what that is.
it's supposed to be Jake kan snack norsk.
Yeah, you can speak Norwegian.
I was close enough that you could.
You did awesome.
Thanks.
I just didn't.
I'm
I didn't.
Is the
hear
J-
clearly if you said I can't or I can.
Okay.
So that was the whole thing.
Okay.
You said it perfectly.
Because I took a couple years in German, so I was trying to remember what might happen if a J is really a J or if it's like an H or a Y,
Yeah, it's a little bit different from English.
Okay.
But, you did good.
Thanks,
A little
man.
bit pronunciation, but I'm sure my English could be better as well.
That's all right. Yeah, when you were on the phone with Nate before, I giggled a little bit when you were saying relevant and you were saying relevant. And I was like, hell yeah, bro.
I have bosses all over.
I'm like, the fact that you even know what you were trying to say, that's all that matters.
That's the most important thing, though.
Yeah.
Make yourself understood.
That's right. But you got the new nice Weissfab shirt out. You got the Weissfab thing hanging up, dude.
Yeah, we're playing a little bit with our pit setup. We wrapped the trailer.
Oh, yeah. Holy smokes.
Finish it. So it's the same wrap on the car, matching the trailer.
This is nice.
Yeah, trying to just have stuff that I could say like fits each other or
Yeah. Quality of life elevates makes the program look even more of a program. Yeah.
It's like the
car is the race car is gray, truck is gray,
Yep.
or sorry, trailer is gray,
Yep.
and truck is gray.
Yeah.
So it's like trying to match everything and like make it well thought out.
Yep.
Since we are parked this way now and we're actually left with a little bit less space than we originally should have, we had to change up. We normally have like 3 cavities, pop-up tanks.
Oh,
as well.
yep.
It's not enough space for that, and since I have Hurst on my side, I don't want to screw him over.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we had to change around a little bit. So.
Oh yeah, he's still not here.
Some new stuff.
He is MIA, isn't he? That
He's
guy.
always late.
Yeah, you know.
It's not a first time.
We got Marius Hansen. Hi, Simon from Lillesand.
What's up? How are you, bud?
And Kyle says hi. The life of Kai.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, but I'm gonna let you run. I saw you out here.
Yep.
Got your big man over here. But I wish you nothing but the best, sir. I'm glad that you had a good test day yesterday.
Thank you very much. I'll see you guys later.
Hell yeah, brother. Pretty neat, right? The old Simon Olsen. Good guy right there. Got Radical Daniel. Howdy. Is he around anywhere?
No, I think they had it out already.
He's still using the other chassis, right? Or
The what?
the Prospect chassis, right?
Yeah, it's the same one.
Okay. Just making sure. I wanted to see if you wanted to discuss about the life of racing and how difficult it is to,
Right.
it's like, oh, you give a company a deadline. And it's like, yeah, no problem. And then they can't get parts from there. Yeah. It's just one thing out.
Especially now, like after COVID.
Yeah. Still, it's never
Everything is-
fixed.
yeah,
It's
well,
never been back to
Like
normal.
all the backups on parts.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yep. Oh, everybody, Alec Robbins.
Hello.
He might not be driving, but he's still here in spirit, fellas. But all right, I will swing by again soon.
Sweet.
Good luck. Are you crewing for him?
Yeah, I'm with Justin Root this year.
Oh, hell yeah!
He's around somewhere. He's been back over on the
Is he the yellow 3?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll have to swing by.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, my friend. And there's the no-back mobile. Well, as we saw before, he's out wandering around. Frederica's cool party car. Wow, they got the wood tables out. They got the nice setup going on right now. Call me. Well,
It's funny because I watched the live stream from when I crashed, and I can just see you guys. Oh,
yep. Oh, we just got Life of Kai, said Tommy and Donnie. So,
and like 4 laps later, it's just like, oh, well, that engine is. I can smell it from here.
that definitely had a stench that you don't really want to smell. But you're ready. You're live right now. You want to tell the people.
Yeah. I know got a new Craigslist speed engine. Dark Dog 14.7, same thing than I had. A little bit more weight, but we did remove a little bit of weight from the car just to compensate for that gain. And we changed the torque power from like 2700 RPM to 3800 RPM. So now it's going to be a little bit easier to control.
Okay.
And testing was awesome at home. So
Hell yeah.
it'll be good this weekend.
Awesome. Yeah, I look forward to it, man. Seeing your post when you had that thing fired back up, it really, I was like, hell yeah. I knew you were gonna,
And
but.
come here.
Oh, he's got a whole other one.
I always want a spare engine, but when it's impossible, it's impossible.
I've heard that you are a man that loves the power. that like when it says it makes a number, you want a bigger one. No, it's like never enough.
So I basically told my Sam and Quebec, my line guy, I told him like tell me I have a 12 horsepower and you just give me like 850 and I'm gonna be happy with that.
Perfect. But do you want to give a shout out to anybody? You want to like you got any positive words for the weekend?
Mike, my crew chief, Constant Motorsport back in Quebec, helped us a lot. He put a lot of time in the car, obviously to make it work. Sam also worked a lot on the tune. We got the new engine from Texas Speed, so I hope we can build a nice relationship with them. And all my other partners, we just got a new fridge from HPN. So
I see that.
Fully hydrated. So, yeah, I'm hyped to be there. We got the VB Racing food pan.
Hell yeah.
Everything's ready, so just gonna be trying to follow what we did last year in Atlanta. We got the win in prospect. So we're just trying to go as far as possible and one battle at a time.
Yeah,
fun.
maybe now you're not in. Maybe Alex will actually get that #1 spot. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Competition is hard in prospect.
Yeah.
Nothing's gonna be easy for anybody.
No, not at all. But we'll see. We'll see how the weather does. I have high hopes, honestly. I'm just hoping that it stays somewhat decent. Doesn't wash out on you.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I did some testing on the wet surface with the Kumo tires.
oh yeah, they have the rain tires, right?
Yeah, I was surprised because they are almost like semi-slick, you know. So at first I was like, it's not gonna be great. But dude, I was impressed with the grip in the rain.
Yeah.
So if it's raining this weekend,
It is what it is.
yeah, from Canada, you know. So
Yeah.
I can stare at the rain
It's
or-
just another day.
Yeah.
Well, hell yeah, man. I'm super pumped to see you out here, as always. You got a lot of people in the chat, actually. Dustin Keene, tell him I want to see that thing battle. You'll see it this weekend. You saw, someone saw your old car competing at Mid-Pond this past weekend at Clutch Kickers.
Yeah, I saw that. So Andrew did well because I didn't have time to watch the race, but I saw some video on Instagram. So it's
Okay.
always nice to see my old car driving.
Yeah.
And he didn't change the whole livery. So when people see it, sometimes they send it to me and they're like, oh, I saw you right there. I was like, that's not me, dude.
It's like, yo,
Not
man,
anymore.
that's defamation of character right there. He's ruining my vibe.
But I look at my engine and I really want to say thank you to Magnuson because we talk a lot in Long Beach and they helped me to have a good contact with Texas Speed.
Awesome.
And we also managed to find a boost controller. So that's why I managed to change the torque on the engine because it was so much torque, so instant.
Yeah.
And now with the boost controller, we can really manage that. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
gonna help with my driving. So
Nice.
yeah.
Hell yeah, man. I'm pumped for it. Hell yeah, brother. Well, I wish you nothing but the best. Woo! That is a proper unit. Look at these big old Kumos on that thing. They are enormous. That's some thick Johnny right there. FDF for the win. Big FDF fans. Is it because you are Canadian or you just love their product? We got Derek, whole shebang. Let's go on the line. Where's Cotty at? You're live, sir. Okay. Look into this one.
Dude, you gotta give me some instructions. Here.
How are you?
Great, dude. How are you?
Good.
What are you doing?
Just walking around, seeing what's going on. I'm getting pictured.
This is for you.
No shot. Wait, you gotta wait until it develops. Is that the wrong side?
Just wait.
Oh, okay. See my,
What's up, dude? What are you doing?
just hanging
How
out.
long you been on live for?
We've been on for 104 minutes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm starting to sweat a little.
I fucking bet.
I've-
You run early. I was live earlier, right?
Yeah, we went up. we had a thing going on in the driver's meeting area, and then everybody ultimately is all doing more maintenance on the car.
Yeah.
So, and that it's not just you guys. It is across the entire pits.
Well,
So.
the team infamous fashion, we brought a car here that was not even close to done. So.
Nice to see you again, Cotty. Yeah, hell yeah, brother.
The engine was apart in the shop at 2 a.m. the night before we left.
Listen, he's a phoenix.
Yeah.
He rises from the ashes.
Hey, he did.
I know. But cars are matching again. They do look good side by side. How was your test day the other day? In the again the rain, unfortunately.
Dude, actually, so we were waiting for Cotty to get there because he's late to everything. It dried up by the time we got there. It was actually pretty awesome. We scaled out Atlanta almost 1-to-1.
Okay.
We ran out of like distance left and right, so the ass is like a lot shorter. But
Okay.
it was actually pretty sick. And just the elevation. And I quickly realized how important that elevation is.
Yeah.
It was fucking sick. Car feels good, feels fast.
Nice.
So we put a set of like a new set of rear silver shocks on it.
Okay.
And got like a custom set, like a valve. A little bit
Crazy style.
fancier.
Yeah.
So,
You don't got to give your secrets. You don't got to tell the people what you're doing.
yeah, I mean, just like the compression is a little bit on a different scale, rebounds a little bit.
You could tell them a terrible number, and everybody's gonna go out and buy some crazy stock and think that they're gonna be the next Derek Madison.
Copy paste this shit. We'll see. I mean, that was our first time driving on it. It seemed good. Solid.
Good.
We lowered the front, raised the rear, so we don't look like a gasser out there anymore. But
Hell yeah.
we're a little high in the rear, but
It's
car
not-
felt good. If I lower it, it'll change the line. I don't want to mess with it too much.
Yeah, and I
A
mean,
little lap, see what it feels like. Just got Wheel Gap City in the back right now.
well, you got no wheels in there, so technically it's forever wheel gap. Yeah, it's a full gap. You know,
We got no generator
Gonna-
today because we plugged right in. We're happy about how quiet it is, and this dude shows up.
just cranking. What's he got? A Ryobi over there? Or what? No, I'm
Dude,
kidding.
no, we're
I'm
poor,
kidding.
We're poor, but we're not dumb.
Well, I just wanted to swing by and I saw you in here. Wish you some good luck there, partner.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, as always.
One of these?
I can't. Yeah, I got two hands, brother. Come on.
Some cameramen are soft.
You saw me one-handed driving around in the golf cart. I think I was still in it. I don't remember if I was walking or not. Oh, okay. I did drive the golf cart one-handed with this too. So I'm handy capable. All right. Who else we got around all these places? James the Machine Dean. Hi friends, how are you? Good. Alright, don't want to be too weird. Don't want to fanboy to my favorite guy ever. Too hard. Tall boy indeed. Tall boy is a tall boy. You're live. You're live. You're live. I was walking around the pits. We're here. Which one is yours anymore, dude? You want to go and show us that hot toddy?
It's not done yet, but we did not pass that. Because like we do.
What?
Like everybody show up. Make sure you're not having a different car. It doesn't pass that.
Well, what'd you fail for?
My own fault. I forgot that my belts were out of date. We're putting new seatbelts in it. So yeah, I had a belt, had to take some belts.
Okay.
The new kill switch that pulled in implemented was just wired backwards, so we got to fix that. I didn't wire that.
Poor Devin's like, fuck these guys.
You're in the car. He's in Chris's car. I don't even know what you're talking about. Yeah.
She sure looks shiny.
Yeah, this is all new Nissan All new.
I can't believe that you ponied up and got yourself a brand new 2024 Z.
Yeah, I went to Nissan in Butler, and I bought 2025 Nissan Z. I financed it at 18.75% APR. Don't worry. Yeah, don't worry. I only paid $19,000 over MSRP.
So are you in the military? Yeah, nice. All right, yeah. It's instead they were gonna give me 18.5, but I really wanted that 18.9. Oh yeah, I really wanted to crank it up.
Like $186 a month.
Not a problem, dude.
So then we took everything out of my FD car and we bolted it in.
I tell you what, that is one fine pony.
It's not done yet. I'm missing some trim pieces in the back.
What are you missing?
The samurai suit.
What the hell is?
These guys. See how
Oh.
like this? Then it follows and it fills this gap.
Oh.
They're on a plane with Mr. Chris Forsberg right now.
I'm sure they're nice and safe.
Yes, and they're going to go on.
There she going, Bill. Brandon, we have a request for you in the chat as well. TV64 hockey.
It's fucking Titus. What does he want?
He said go talk to Brandon Gardner right there.
How's it going?
Hi. How are you? How the hell are you?
We got Brandon working for Alex.
That's right.
And Matt.
It's crazy how he hangs out in this big club.
That's because he doesn't realize that you're just a closet just the same as us. You just mask being a little bit of a degenerate, a bit better than Matt and I.
A mask? Yeah, I know. I'm way less of a degenerate.
Let me see. How many viewers you got? 111. God damn.
I'm a father. Yeah.
I have a wife.
We go back to the Dakota days.
You know, you guys are still out there just spreading your seed wherever.
I haven't spread no seed in years, brother.
Too much for the live stream. Stream don't need to know.
Oh, here we go. Ask Brandon what he thinks of the new Sim Magic Evo versus Alpha U.
Which, like Evo Pro? I'll say if you have an Alpha U, don't sell it for the Evo. Buying something new, buy an Evo because it's damn good. So
Okay.
I keep looking at that
Pro
one.
tip.
It's right there.
I know. You got this fucking
Yeah, you got the
dingleberry hanging
fucking-
off, but yeah, you got a phone over there.
The $5,000.
Oh yeah, because I do record
thing.
while I get you
I will
talking.
say the Evo's a lot smoother, and
Okay.
there's a lot more detail in the feedback because the motor's lighter. So when you get the precision through it, and the new encoder too, just a lot more detail through it. Lighter motor, better encoder, all that good stuff. I haven't had water in a while, so I'm like, tripping over my words right now. But you get the point. It's better. I think it's like the percentage of betterness is like 10 to 15%. So that's why I say like if you have like an Alpha series,
Yeah.
don't sell it, buy an Evo.
It's like the 40 series versus the 50 series for graphics
exactly.
cards.
Don't sell a 40 series for a 50 series. It's so nominal. It's like this small.
Yeah.
Finance.
Yeah, Titus has said, tell Brandon he better be on for practice in 2 hours.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Grab my local
Still
Yeah.
at the track. That's not gonna happen.
Hell
I'm sorry. I need to call you though, Titus. I need to call you and figure things out.
yeah. Didn't you lose to him?
When?
I don't know. I thought you lost to him.
No. They're battle.
Never knocked on nobody.
I fucking beat his ass if that happened. Down like that, beat his ass.
He said I paid for this.
What do you mean pay for it? What?
Maybe he paid.
Donate in the chat?
Ma-
Let's see these donations
No,
in the chat.
we only
$2.
we-
What are we doing?
we got donated by Chuck. He gave me $2. He said this is lunch for Herbie. I said that's enough for 2 fireball shots.
You get a racetrack and you get a hot dog.
He said no, he wouldn't. I'd whoop him.
Not true.
Boundless racing in this what he said. Let me do some B-roll of this whole hot toddy here. Bear with me, folks. Sure is nice. But for the people that are watching, this isn't a new Z. It is the 370. It is hard to tell. I was a bit nervous. I really wasn't sure how I was gonna jive with it. But I jive. I thought the roof was gonna be silly. I might try make his car in Car X drift racing online if he will let me. Oh, absolutely. He would love to. Well, if you're talking about either one of these boys, they would both not mind one bit.
Hello. Who it is?
Yeah.
Can't be held against you in court of law.
It's true.
He's a dad. Don't say that.
And he's lost a lot of weight, so yeah. You know why, Alex? Is because he's putting off his insecurities onto you.
Yeah. James got fat.
Yeah, James got fat.
Very fat.
From August to now, it's like a noticeable difference.
That's what I'm saying, buddy.
That's my favorite part of this whole car. Look in there.
We have to work on your fenders.
Yeah, that's the least of it.
So,
The whole entire fender is still mine. Like the entire thing. So
nice.
that's gotta get cut out.
I heard extra weight is good. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Is Brandon doing any spotting? Brandon is doing spotting. For two people. Two time. Check it.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Right now.
Both of them at the same time.
Who do you think's gonna win?
I don't know. Whoever keeps it on track knows who's gonna rain on. Whoever doesn't fly off. Whoever has the best lead line will win. That's how pro spec is. Just don't fall off the track and you'll be fine.
You think?
Especially at Road Atlanta.
Yeah. Save us all the trouble.
Dude, if it's patchy tomorrow during practice, I'm literally not gonna be there. I'm just gonna. I don't even know. There's no point. Just every other run, some dude's just gonna. Oh, we're going this year the same way I did last year. He's gonna go like this, and you can go in the kitty litter. Every other run, always happens. Maybe not. Maybe I'll eat my words.
Maybe everybody's eating their Wheaties this year.
They're what?
They're Wheaties. Like the cereal. Like that's what they always used to say. Have you eaten your Wheaties today?
Oh, Wheaties.
Yeah.
Like, why am I eating a mid-2000s Nintendo Wheaties?
Everybody better eat their Wheaties this weekend.
I don't know what we're talking about there.
Hell yeah. But alright, I'm gonna wander more. I just seen you all over here. You got Cam in the background, hiding.
Cam's a mysterious man.
You are too.
I am too.
Malachi said no shot. He doesn't know what Wheaties are. No, it was just because he didn't know what I was
He
saying.
doesn't know how to enunciate his words correctly.
Well, how? Oh, have you had your Wheaties today? Have you had your Wheaties?
Maybe like Stewie.
Fuck you.
Alright.
All right, goodbye. Yeah. Woo! You're live. How are you?
How are you? Hi, Mom.
How you doing this fine day?
First day not working.
Oh, you got Titus in the chat.
Just chilling. Oh, what up? Got my shoes.
You got, yeah, look at it. You got the red, white, and blues on? This guy, you know, he comes to the USA and he just knows.
Hey, I just need to change my socks. I don't have to change my shoes. As long as Andy doesn't see me.
That's right. That's right.
Don't watch.
Don't watch. You ready? This whole team ready? Yeah. You got 4 cars here? Oh, yeah, Connor's.
Oh, yeah.
I forget about that.
We got like 5 cars.
Not all here yet, right?
Not yet.
Okay.
No, everybody's arriving today.
I was gonna say, seeing Brandon move his own car, I'm like, hot diggity.
I got here like 2 or 3 days ago.
You just hanging out? Hell yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah. Is videographer Brian coming? Oh, you want to talk now? You want to talk now? You in a better mood? You didn't have to take the other one off. Well, maybe you don't drive like your S13 because you never won. I had a valid point, am I right? Nah. All right, I'm gonna keep wandering now. Me too, but now I'm sweating. And every time I take my sweatshirt off, though, I freeze.
Some shorts and flip flops and.
I had some shorts on yesterday. Let it breathe a little bit, and then I put these bad boys on in the pit, and I don't know what had happened, and I
look wet already.
Yeah, well, I wore them on Saturday. They fit great. I did wash over the weekend. I put these on yesterday, and they felt like I was wearing leather chaps.
You go to Ace Hardware. They have Dunlop rubber boots.
Okay. What?
What's that?
No, it's not.
Last weekend he smashed into Amanda's door.
Oh, you're saying the damage.
Oh, no. Camera spun out. Amanda smashed into the camera.
How's he been doing? Yeah. I think he's gonna rip.
They had 2 events, and both events they had top 32, Cameron and Amanda, at Hotpit and Ellis Fest. And this weekend, if Cameron doesn't win Jerry, then top 32 he goes against Amanda. So, promising season. It is what it is.
It is what it is, yeah. Damn. All right, well, I'll let you be there, sir. I'm gonna keep going down until I reach the end.
Did you see Cameron's car?
It's I saw it when he
in the back. It's the
unloaded.
best looking car in my opinion.
Let me see. Oh, hey, dude. See, I never come in over to the cool side, dude. I'm always anybody that's got like the awnings like these. I'm like, yeah, nah, I ain't going in there. That's top secret. Woo! Oh yeah, he got the better side of it.
Yeah, well, I had to change an arm.
This thing looks good. Those wheels fit nice. Definitely. How old is he?
13. This is a brand new build, brand new build.
Is it?
Yeah. It's all carbon Kevlar.
Oh yeah. Yep. Look at this hot toddy. Nice dash. That wet.
Floor, everything's covered.
Sheesh. Do you know what the final weight was? I mean, I know it has to hit a certain point or whatever. That's fair too. That's kind of.
Kevin can know.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured too. But nah, this is sick. This is sick. The first time he came up to me at FD New Jersey years ago, I think he was still in single digits. And I could tell right away this dude was definitely going to be a ripper just by his
He only started drifting 2 years ago.
Okay. Yeah.
First
But
hour, one thing, he was already breaking.
he was just talking, I think, at that point about how he wanted to get involved, and like the fact that he just came up to a random guy like me, and which means that he was probably talking to every other driver out there in the pits. I'm like, he's gonna have it. He's gonna do
Now
fine.
We go to all the events. He's like every break he has, he's out there talking to drivers, hanging out.
Yep.
Having fun.
Damn.
But this weekend it gets serious.
Yeah.
Really serious.
Yeah. I think he's gonna do just fine. I don't think he's not old enough to have that like mental panic behind him, you know.
Yeah. Well, he did have one hard crash that maybe slowed him a little bit down, but
Okay.
still he's 13, doesn't get scared of crash driving.
Yeah. Good. Hell yeah.
Oh, this is actually carbon. The other one is Kevlar.
On the other side?
This is Kevlar.
Oh yeah, you can see on the and a whole damn back here. Sheesh. That's a good thing. Means it's gotten some use. But all right, so let me keep wandering before my arms fall off. I'll see you soon. Let's see where else we could be. Got the Kengushi on there. Rockstar getting all set up. See, is Zach here? Probably not yet. Old Jefe Jonas. Do a little B-roll in here as well. Hey. Tell Kayla to get back to work. Alright, RTR's pulling out some of their goodies. This is his party car, a Gridlife car. Yellow Vaughn mobile. Listen, for a party car, this thing is pretty sick. You too can get a ride along in this bad boy if you come to Gridlife. Don't quote me on that because I don't actually know if he is driving. Hi, Scott. Good, how are you? And the favorited Daigo Saito, how does everybody think he's going to do this week? I think bad. So, but you know, really hoping to see Vaughn spectate at Drift Master Finals. Where's Andy E? Not honestly sure. I hope that he makes it out to this one. Oh yeah, Stooky's fancy old pit there. I've walked right. Say hi to Rare JDM parts vendor for me. Where did I pass him? I'll be there Saturday. It will be a learning year for him. They got cool stuff over there behind me. Oh, these guys, Fresh Links. Which one is the owner? Where is Colette's car? She's over like that way. I'll probably see it when we come by behind the cargo van. How are you fellas? I have a guy, one of my friends on the live chat, AJ Milanio, says, what's up to all you guys? Yeah.
I thought there was a request.
No, he said you guys sell sick stuff and to go say what's up to you guys. So I know you're all still setting up, and typically I genuinely don't have more than 2 seconds to ever just wander and look by. So it is nice to see. Not a problem. But yeah, if you guys are here this weekend, they got all sorts of different stuff. And this is not even, honestly, every one of these tables is filled with some form of racing paraphernalia. Like they got the backpacks, they got the keychains, they got skateboards, they got posters, they got cars over there. Yeah, they got literally everything that you could want as like a knickknack, honestly. So, and they got the cool ass van or bus. Oh, Lean Customs. Look at them. Look at all of them. Well, Rare JDM Parts has lots of rare Hot Wheels and stuff imported from Japan, like option DVDs. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Nofus car. He does have the Porsche out here. Sign up sheet for a ride along. That I am unsure of. I know at most of the other Gridlifes, if not all of them, they do typically do the sign up sheets. It is a bit muggy out.
I really like it. They're just more for like one. Yeah. Only with these pants. These pants are really tight.
Just go throw a driver a crisp 20 and bring a helmet. Yeah, honestly. The problem with Gridlife though is that they do genuinely, like, the big time drivers, like, they get eyed down like a hawk. And they gotta fulfill if there is a sheet. Hey, you're live. You're live. Sorry. No. Finally, the guy. Look, you started to put your face on camera, dude.
What's funny is a good friend of mine, Alessio, he like made a whole other page now. He's gonna do all the reels for me. So.
I was telling you, I might just steal the content myself, dude. At this point. Well, you're just teaching us all.
I try.
For the people that don't know, this is Carlos. He's a lovely man. What's your last name? Calderera?
Calderon.
Calderon.
Calderon. You did a little extra.
Calderon.
Do you know her?
What?
Do you know her? No?
Yeah.
That's how exactly how he says it.
Really? It's good to see you. You guys have been doing a lot of work out here in Atlanta. What have you guys been working on?
Oh, yeah, I had to swing by Quarterworks because on my way in, you have a lot of time thinking. I was thinking about the car and the corner weight balance, and I look at my notes and I'm just like, that's not quite where I want it to be. And our scales in the shop are kind of like old. So I hit up Greg real quick at Quarterworks, and I was like, hey man, you mind like swing by real quick and weigh our car because our car weighed in a lot lighter than it usually does because it changed a bunch of stuff. So
Okay.
went over there, did a quick corner balance, got to hang out with Greg and the boys, and yeah, it was cool.
Hell yeah! All right, I was a little concerned because
No, nothing big. Nothing
I was,
big.
Dylan's posted on a story the one day of showing off the rocker panel on the side again. And I forget what the caption really was, but it was something not happy.
Oh yeah, he was not stoked on that. I mean, none of us were. And we have brand new HGK perfect doors that we were about to put on the car before that round, but because we always have the wrap from Irwindale the year before,
Yep.
we didn't do it, and I'm so glad we didn't. That would have been upsetting. Like, I don't get upset about that kind of stuff. I get it, it's drifting, but like,
Yeah.
we waited a half a year for those doors, and they're not cheap, and for them to just be,
Just immediately just shit on, yeah.
I don't know which one to look at.
This one is a live stream. Yeah, this one.
Oh, it's really live stream.
Yeah, you got 160 people listening to you. Yeah.
That's crazy.
YouTube's.
YouTube's?
Yeah. This is just a little silly stuff.
It went to me, dropped, went back up to you.
That's it. Yeah, they have a whole. Yeah, they're not on right now, but when we do like the practice live streams, we plug in here.
Does it help a bunch?
Dude, it's insane. This thing actually gets cold, and especially at Atlanta because how hazy and like moist it gets once the temperature starts to drop. You'll see where the fans are on the screen, and it you'll get the fog on everything.
That's cool. Does it like help battery life wise too? Or?
Yep. So you plug in the fans into this, and then from the fan it has a charging. So then I could plug another cable and plug. Yeah. So like the fan doesn't actually save battery. I'm sure it does in some aspect, but
well, I know when mine's like super hot, like it'll.
Oh, it just cranks,
battery, crazy.
And this is just a $20 Amazon special, yeah, and it works like a charm. So, but yeah, this is thank you. Any milk things that you got? No, I don't want you to get ill, dude. That's not me. I don't enable that.
The shock lifts out. I sunk the shock a little bit.
Oh no!
Spring, so it's got some reaction.
Oh, they're just little guys.
And I squat and everything. We actually got the car feeling pretty sweet, but I've never. Now that I've revamped it.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. He's like, here's a bunch of milk. I think he's trying to. Maybe they're slightly sour. He's trying to take us out.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Hell yeah. But I just want to swing by real quick. I'm starting to get pretty sweaty, so. But I wish you guys the best of luck, as always. And I'll be back when I'm not carrying around all this stuff and gotta be proper on the live, you know? You're live.
How are you?
I'm sorry, just real quick.
No, you're fine. You're good.
I love you.
Yeah.
Wish you the best.
Yeah.
All right, take it on the outside here, outside line. So we'll see. We probably got ourselves another like half hour, and yeah. And we'll see. I might turn it off in a half hour or so, but see how good we do. Oh, here's Hop's mobile. Moving. Nice. Here's the nicest guy of them all. Yeah, baby. Oh shit! I just saw all the chats. We're gonna get a lot of you folks out here tomorrow or this weekend. Well, if you see my dumb bald head or Nate, give us a hello, or Brandon. But Brandon will probably be in the Spotters Tower all day, at least tomorrow and Friday. But if you do see him wandering around, be sure to give him a hard time. Also, Chelsea's mobile. And that'll be another dumb bald head. Hell yeah, brother. Always a good looking unit here. Pretty sure that Vaughn is testing out some boost things this year. Thing sounds buck-wiling. Mr. Ben? What's up, brother?
What up, dude?
Say hello to live people.
Hello, live people.
This one.
Oh, hello, live people.
Yeah, I know. How you doing?
Doing wonderful, bro.
You ready to give that hot dog a hot dogging? Hell yeah, bro.
Going up in the Spec 3, gonna hop in the Spec 5.
Oh, yeah. A little bit of both. Call me Spec 8. These things do look sick next to each other. Ben picked the phone call and get away from me. Yeah. Nah, he was already loading up to hop on that thing. He picked the... That's why I knew he was already heading out. I just wanted to catch him before he was going somewhere. Got all the racetrack folks going on. Mr. Osbo, the king himself. Say what's up to the people.
What's that?
Say what's up to the people.
What's up, people? We are here in beautiful Atlanta, and we're praying for it not to rain.
Hell yeah. That's a good color right there. Good color truck. I don't know if you guys saw this either, but Red Bull's unit that they pulled this time, all properly vinyled up. I mean, maybe it was like that at Long Beach and I was stupid and didn't notice. But sounds about right to me, honestly. Let's say what's up to the old Dimitri real fast. Oh yeah, that's right. Ben had no helmet on. He's gonna get yelled at. They're very strict here about the helmet policy. I think I was mentioning that before. You know what you're doing? You're always pushing someone's buttons, dude. Yeah. You all ready for? Well, mine is button pushing. You ready to rip?
Yeah.
2 times. I thought you said no more of this shit.
Did I?
I don't know.
I'll win the championship this year, and then I'll pass it on to next
Okay, dude.
Sorry to the rest of the guys.
You were mentioning on the live stream when you were with us that your son was going to be a ripper, and well, you weren't lying, because what did he do?
He won first place in Pro-Am last round, and the other round that the car worked, he got 4th place. And 2 other ones, the car didn't work. My fault, I didn't prep it. But he got 5th overall with 2 out of 4 rounds. So,
That's awesome, man.
you know what I mean? Like, 2 chances that he had to fight. He went into semifinals, top 4, and then finals and won.
He's coming for your spot, dude. He said, I might not be able to.
I'm holding up.
Yeah, it's like,
I know exactly what I'm
It's like maybe physically I can't beat Dad up, but maybe I just beat him up out on the track.
Yeah. No, until last weekend, I really thought that there was no way, but like seeing him driving how consistent he was, I'm like, there is a chance. But I would love to battle him.
Yeah.
I wouldn't keep him pinched.
Right. Yeah, and just the comfort zone. And it's like almost like a father-son teaching a lesson. Respect your elders. But it's great to still, have you out here.
Thank you.
Great to see you. The fans, they're all excited to see you out there ripping. So
Follow me a slow dial, so we just slow.
that's right, baby.
Slow to lose.
That's right.
Fast to win.
I don't know if you tuned it, but like when we had Bystrack on, he was even talking about it. He's like, I don't get where this hate of all this fucking slow talk. And it's like, you know what? Fuck it. If he's slow, cool. Because then when he's in a chase, is he slow? No. It's like so.
And I just set up the car that it's easy for me to drive.
Yeah.
I never do it like choke somebody out or
Yeah.
something like that because I don't have time to focus on that.
That's right.
Just do my leads and do my job.
I'm here to win.
Even today in driver's meeting, there's like, what's not the cars? Worry about driving comfortable before you worry about
Yep.
the speed. So.
Yep.
So it's okay.
Hell yeah.
Well shown.
That's right. Well, I look forward to it, brother. Good luck with your buttons. Yeah, good. Mr. Trevor Root, another Club Loose boy. And he's gone. Oh. You wanted Colette, and there's Colette. Oh, you're good. How are you? And there she was. Hey! Easy killer. Yeah. Oh, Mr. Andy. Oh, sorry, fellas. I didn't see him tucked away over here. We're probably going to get DMCA because we got Mac Miller bumping. So whoever's listening, DMCA, don't tune us out because Mac Miller, RIP one time. There, huh? Don't put it, don't, I'm getting it out of the, I don't know if it's legal. Hi. How are you, Andy?
Hi. Hey.
Say hello to the live stream.
Hi.
I'm
it's
sorry.
live?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You got 200
What
folks.
do I say?
How you feeling today? Moist?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Moist,
Yeah.
especially, down here.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a little moisture.
You've been, there we go. 2,000 of them.
Yes.
Oh, go look in the trailer.
Yeah. Let me go take a gander here. All right, so for all you lovely folks that might be coming out to FD Atlanta, if you forget your hat, if you want to be a wizard and you want some extra powers, you know exactly where to stop on by.
Yeah.
For
I
what?
kind of want to jump on it.
Well, I would say sure, but you got the bumpy there.
Yeah.
That's a.
No, we stuffed the car, we
I
stuffed everything. Like, it was gnarly.
Definitely. When you posted it, I was like, man.
I had to leave room for that bumper, too. I picked that thing up in Phoenix on the way. It was gnarly.
Well, I'm happy to see they made it all here.
Getting them in wasn't that bad. Getting them out was kind of a pain.
Yeah, well, especially because now you got to climb over the car that's hidden.
Yep.
It's
But
like,
it did give the car extra padding. Like if I crashed the trailer,
True.
it's got a little bumper.
It's like a helmet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So what are you selling these babies for?
$20.
20 bucks.
Yep.
You come on by Haley's.
One of the cheapest items you can buy, other than a sticker or something.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheaper than the snapbacks. Cheaper than most of the people are selling T-shirts for.
Yep.
Oh, and we have the Wizard Special too. So if you buy a hat and a T-shirt, you get it for $40. So you get our T-shirts we sell for $30. So
Okay.
we got 10
So,
bucks
yeah,
off pretty much.
Hell yeah.
Come by, grab a Wizard Special.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, man.
Make it official. Fill the crowds with them.
That's
I
right.
want to see a fight in the crowds because someone won't take their hat off.
Yeah.
Take your hat off. I can't see.
Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna. It won't be umbrellas or tents or anything. You'll be
They
like,
made it into a video that IMSA posted too on.
oh, did it?
On their Instagram, yeah.
Yeah, one of the they were interviewing some kid and he had a hat on it at Long Beach. Long Beach races, yeah.
It's definitely an iconic piece that you have created. I know we talked about it on the live stream once before, but truly,
It's something special.
yeah, you know, you took something like as silly and dumb as it
You put it on top of a lamp at home, it lights up the cone real nice. And you got Rick
probably sets the ambiance a little more orange too. Yeah.
The ladies love it.
Nice.
They really put out for the Wizard.
That's really nice. But I wanted to swing by and just see how you were doing. What day did you get in?
Yesterday.
Okay.
Night. Yeah,
Nice.
around like 11 o'clock or so.
Nice. I'm glad you guys made the long trek nice and safely. And you're ready to give this.
The trailer solid. The old trailer was not. Didn't pop a single tire. Didn't have to do anything, so that was nice.
Nice.
The old trailer, I was like welding cracks in the fucking side of the trailer in New Mexico and changing tires everywhere. That's what's weird about taking the 40. Like I'll be passing like some random like grain silo, and I'm like, oh, I changed a tire like right in front of that grain silo. Yeah.
It's like, oh wait, memories, or is this PTSD? Yeah.
Kind of. You know, there's like, the hills have eyes vibes when you're in the middle of nowhere. By
Literally.
yourself, like, changing a tire.
All of a sudden you hear Ruby being called. Yeah. But, yeah. Well, hell yeah, man. Well, I look forward to seeing you out there. I know many other people also do too.
Oh, dude, check this thing out.
Oh yeah. I don't know if anybody's seen this. All you do, press that button. Boom. This guy you don't ever have to break a sweat. Well, that's a lie. Just stepping outside of the trailer today, you might break a sweat.
Oh yeah.
But, you know.
This thing's fucking working awesome. It's like changed my life. I'm never gonna fucking sit there and do that.
And crank off again. I'm never cranking off again.
No, never. Got all I need right here.
Hell yeah, battery operated. B.O.B. But hell yeah, man. Well, I will catch you on the flippity flip. And the people will too. Hell yeah, brother.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Boys and ladies, people in the chat. I am a sweaty man. Holy smokes. Grotesque I am. Yo. Another RX FC that Colette had brought. I know Nate was talking about people who brought out the FC. Colette brought hers out. That's just the party one. I think that's just specifically for Gridlife. But the other fellow, Rob, his is really for FD. Actually, going back this way. Because check this old fucking fella out. Is that Alberto? I don't exactly know who Alberto is, but he made it, and I can't make fun of him.
Why?
Because he did it.
Yeah, close.
Look at you.
Oh, is it live stream right now?
Yeah, all right. I'll keep you up on your head.
Keep me up on my head. I'm sweating.
Well, there's no car. But it's great to have you here.
Yeah, I showed up late, but
Fashionably. We got 200 people. That's it, baby. But yeah, I think it was either the last show or the one before that, and I said to Nate and Brandon, I was like, Hurst was saying that he's coming with a freshly wrapped car to Atlanta. I was like, I swear to God, if he fucking pulls that thing off with dirt still on it, I'm gonna give him some shit. Listen, that's all right. That's fine. That's different type of dirt. This is I'm not gonna show too much. We'll just do a little quick touch in. But for the people out there, you're definitely gonna want to see Hearst Mobile. You want to anybody really help you out with this, or just me, myself, and I? No.
wrapped it.
I got a good team. We had to do some motor stuff to it, and then Collision Clears is a new sponsor for this year as well. So I had to do this is somewhat like a Mr. Cool Blue, and then Collision Clears is also blue. So
Nice.
I went blue.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, brother. But I'm happy for you, man. I'm glad you made it, and I'm glad that it's all coming to fruition.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother. All right, enjoy your reveal time. All right, everybody. Whatever you saw, you didn't. Oh shit, Simon and the big dog over there. Lines. Oh, D miles somewhere. Lewis's car looks quite sick this year. Looks very nice and proper. Hello, friends. Ryan. And then Corey Talaska. He looks like he's all ready to do like a whole ass thing. What are you doing? You look like you're ready for a photo shoot.
I'm ready. You're ready to go over the type S thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're live right now.
Hello.
This one.
Oh, hello.
So this is the guy that's been helping us put together as well Nate's new hats and stickies. The whole type, the whole shebang. And also the guy that pilots this fine mobile right here. You got the new shirts on, dude. Yeah, the whole team.
We finally completed it. 5 years in, we finally got real team.
That is like my favorite thing. That is like that is a proper shirt, dude. And it matches perfectly with this bad boy. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
You ready?
I'm like in a dry practice tomorrow morning, so I'm stoked.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All four of these babies are gonna stay nice and where they are. No problems. Well, you never know.
You never know.
And we'll leave that to somebody else this year. Well, yeah, we'll leave that to somebody else this year that wants to lose a wheel if they want to.
Hopefully no kitty litter.
Yes. So we got Blake Waff in the chat. It says they're rooting for you this year.
Oh yeah, awesome. Thank you so much.
You have any positive words of encouragement that you wanna tell yourself? You wanna tell the fans?
I talk to myself in the mirror quite a bit. No, I'm just stoked. 2025, it's going to be a sweet year. We've been developing this program for so long. Every year I feel like we make strides, and then next year we make more huge strides. We put all YSFAB on the car this year. Spent a lot of time testing, and really stoked at how the car is right now. I feel
Hell
like
yeah.
we have a good setup for dry and wet, which we might see both tomorrow and Friday. So that's kind of our headspace going into it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. Well, I look forward to seeing this thing and hearing it amongst all the V8s and things out there.
So hopefully you can hear it over the gates.
As I have to put my tail between my legs to back to the 5.0 land over there.
Yeah, have fun.
Yeah, I told him, I was like, I'm invoicing you for some earplugs.
I'll run over to
Yeah. But I will catch you on the flippity flip. I saw you standing there all professional, like, dude, it was too good not to stop by.
Zoned out.
Yeah. Living off the funk at the time. But all right, sir. Enjoy your time at the Type S. Woo! All right, chat. I am exhausted. Woo. I'm a little exhausted. So I think on this note, I'm going to end us off. I don't know which side to look at. This is like awkward for me because it's on the left side. So yeah, that was a walk around of FD Atlanta pits. Not everybody's still here. I'm not sure how the pitting scenario is really going to go for FD and Gridlife. I mean, you see some of these folks that are in FD have a second car and this, that, the other thing. But overall, Not really too sure. But yeah, who's not there yet? There was an empty spot just over here. It looks like it got crossed out. Hold on. Oh, he's not coming. And also Faraz Katarmi. I didn't see him. If I saw him, I would have spun in there. But whew, yeah, I need some water. A little bevy. And yeah, I just want to give a big shout out. Thank you all for hanging out. This was fun. I'm a little sweaty. Just got a little workout. And but now I gotta go do a little bit more working out and do some reveal posting for a little Alex Jager. Maybe we'll do some Bastrac Mustang more videos. But thank you guys for all hanging out. Isn't Ferris with Matfield? That's a good possibility because I didn't walk in there. They were all locked up and zipped up pretty damn good. So that is a very good possibility. I didn't want to step into, you know, some things are secret and I don't want to just like assume that it's not on the live stream. So, but thank you guys very much. Video idea, you should go review all the K trucks in the paddock. Right now, that wouldn't take too long, but every year there's more and more. So, but all right, guys, we will be live tomorrow. Like I said, I will probably fire this up at like 9:30 in the morning. Yeah, and then that's gonna go pretty much all day up until the seating bracket. And yeah, what? He's just pissed off. All right, I'll catch you all soon. Have a good rest of your evening or morning, wherever you're from. Thank you all for tuning in. And until tomorrow morning, thank you. Peace.